See you. It's time for us to do some more streamy shit. Another Tuesday in quarantine. Oh yes. Another Tuesday in quarantine. We're going to be starting over today checking out the 1.3 patch. Since our last playthrough, we're basically done with the game. Like, our faction had conquered pretty much everything. Like, most of the map. I feel like we'll dive on in and we'll kind of check out some of the changes because I've heard that they've made some... I've heard they've made some changes to the lower level gameplay with the way that combats are resolved and whatnot. What's up, Lewis? How you doing? Epic, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. We will be Vlandian. That sounds good. I don't know if we'll be like Vlandian for the entire playthrough, but we'll be Vlandian for now. Let me just throw a beard on this bitch here. Some of these beards are a little unkempt. We gotta clean it up. There we go. That's nice. I can take that right there. And then obviously we go with the Ragnar hair. Did they? They worked on Sturgia? Good. We might play Sturgia then. I want to play Sturgia. Eldenon, thank you for the 5 gift subs, dude. Appreciate it. Very, very kind of you. Thank you for being so generous with the audience. Very, very nice of you. Alright, so we will be... It's calling your name. Kitty. Ollie is super upset because I moved. There's a blanket on the floor next to my desk that he's been sleeping on since like Christmas. And I moved it to wash it and to put it away in the closet since we're getting to the warmer season. And he's really, really deeply upset about it. Like, he's really not happy. He, like, won't settle. He keeps walking around and, like, meowing. 26 months right there from Dual Horn. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. We'll probably go... So many things in here that give you crossbow skill, and I really don't want crossbow skill. Like, I really couldn't care less about crossbow skill. JT, thank you for the 26 months, dude. Appreciate that. I guess I'll go with Urban Blacksmith, I suppose. I haven't messed around with two-handed swords very much, so maybe we'll do a two-hander. Might be fun. Like a sword and board and a two-hander, maybe. I don't know. Maybe we won't even be mounted. Maybe we'll stay on foot. I haven't decided. I'm not sure. We'll play around with stuff. So as a child, we were noted for... I'm gonna go with our way with people, I think. Skill with horses is nice, though, because you get the medicine, though. I think attention to detail is one-handed. Yeah. Oh, throwing skill. Really, I'll take that. Yeah, let's have some throwing skill. And then we can be blacksmith and athletics, trading. Yeah, I think I'll go with the trading skill right there. We'll just mix things around a bit. Jurek, thank you for the 20 months, dude. Appreciate it. Deadly Hippo, thank you for the 4 months. Appreciate that, too. Keith, thank you for the 22 months, guys. Appreciate it. What's up, Joe? How you doing? I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. Skirmishing skill sounds nice. Throwing skill right there. That might be hot. Seb, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. I think I'll take the throwing point. And then our biggest achievement was that we treated people well. Alright, that sounds good. I'm going to treat people well because I'm a nice guy. And then we can subdue a raider, drive them off with arrows, ride off on a fast horse, trick the raiders, organize people to break out. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll be a charming bastard. I'm good, Monique. I'm hanging out. Playing a little bit of Bannerlord today, checking out the new patch, seeing what it's got going on. Battle Jesus, he finished his crusade and helped Botania conquer the lands. We're in a new patch now, so Battle Jesus Jenkins is no more. What's up, Cartype? How you doing? That's new. What does that do? Difficulty of the combat AI? Like the fighting AI? Like in combat or like tactically? I don't know. We'll bump it up by a notch and see what happens. Alright. Yep, I know how to play the game, thank you. We'll kill off the music real fast, too. Let me make sure this thing isn't turned all the way down. It probably is. And we gotta choose. Man, dude, I'm wearing, like, old curtains right now as clothing. Feels terrible. We need to make some money and, like, wear some real clothing. What do I want my symbol to be? Well, like, if we're going to be a Sturgian, I kind of feel like we need something that looks kind of Sturgian. Like, I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be. But it does... Oh, we've got, like, the bottom part of, like, the Hammer of Thor right there, though. That's pretty rad, though, too. I don't know what it says in Viking, but it probably says something awesome. There we go. All better. I knew I could fix it. I knew I could fix it. Yeah, it's a new patch. So I wanted to play around with how they've changed some stuff. That's the thing, is if you've got like a long established playthrough, when they patch and they change a bunch of the low-level stuff, you never get to experience it because you've out-leveled it already anyways, and you're not like making money anymore, and you're not like struggling or whatever. And so I kind of wanted to dive back on in with 1.3 and just sort of see like how the experience has changed from the bottom to the top. What weapons did it give me, by the way? All right, so we got one skill over there. I'll deal with that later. I don't really care about it for right now. It gave me a spear and a sword, even though my skills are in throwing and two-handed. Fantastic. Loverly. 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 All right. Well... let's grab some food.
$5 a month.
Yeah, my cap has been exceeded. Feels bad. Okay, we'll do that right there, and then if there's anybody I can pick up over here, we just need to make our way on up to Sturgian territory, bro. Because we are going to be a Sturgian, because I heard they got buffed. Matt Page, thank you for the 26 months. Appreciate it, dude. Very, very kind of you. Yeah, I don't really need the back seating today. So if we could avoid the back seating, that's always been a rule. But people seem to forget about it from time to time. But I've got like a zillion hours in this game already. So... if I need something kind of clarified, I'll ask, but for the most part, I pretty much know what I'm doing, and if there's a reason I'm doing something... Wait, what are you doing, man? Why'd you turn around when I clicked that? You fucker. Well, there goes all our money. Yes, let Kick Dick go, because he's a nice guy. Yes, take my monies. So I clicked up here, and then he turned around and went and fought looters. I don't know why, he just did. God, so many banditos around. Gotta duck them for a little bit. Gotta duck them and stay away so we don't get robbed. Grab a couple of these dudes over here. Turn all the Sturgians into infantry. Turn all the Imperials into archers. And I think we should have a pretty easy start. Yeah, they're already pillaging and marauding and killing off all the civilians. The AI does seem to enjoy setting flame to a village. Get a couple more of these little guys here. Some pretty sizable looter stacks around here. I heard they nerfed the amount of XP you get when you auto-resolve a fight. Like, I've got that, like, I've been reading around on kind of the Bannerlord subreddit from time to time. And it feels like the developers have been fiddling, from what I've heard. Is there a tournament? No, I don't want to watch the tournament. I don't want to fight in the tournament. I clicked the wrong thing. Let me go back. I want to fight in the tournament. I clicked the wrong thing. It's not my fault. It was an accident. Ah. Alright, feels bad. Feels bad. We'll deal with it later. It's all good. Anybody got any, like, quests or anything? Gang leader needs weapons. We don't have enough money to do that quest just yet. Usually they'll ask for, like, 12 swords, and you got to track down 12 swords. Takes a little while. I would like to actually catch some looters or something around here. That might not be the worst plan. Maybe get a little bit of money, a little bit of XP, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Damn it, dude. Really? You just had to show up right now just to, like, fuck with my day? All I want is that little 5-stack, and you're ruining it, bro. You're ruining it. I believe this little 5-stack is faster than we are. Oh, fuck, dude. Okay, let's do it. We got this. We got this. We got this. It's fine. We're only down by, like, 5 men. We'll be okay. Everything's gonna work out. And look at that. They gotta cross a river and shit. It's gonna be fine. No need to panic. No need to worry. Cross the riverbed.
Forward! Give 'em troops!
Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Whoa! What the fuck is that? What? What? Yeah, we're playing on hard mode right now. Yeah, dude, I like these new textures. They look good. This right here, you can put a lot of work into it right here. You can tell. Well, that's unfortunate. Apparently, I have the black blob glitch, chat. Screen space reflection. Is that it? Alright. Never had that bug before. That was weird. Let's test it on this little group right here and see if it happens again. Surrender or die, brigand! For I shall slay you, for I am Kick Dick Kelly. And Kick Dick Kelly, no fucks are given. Ow. Apparently he landed that. Felt like I spaced it pretty good, but I guess I was wrong. smacked me in the arm for like 80 damage. It was a little stingy and unpleasant. But then again, this life as a peasant is stingy and unpleasant. We can go to Ep.6. Let me see how many people have leveled up here, too. Sturgian recruits. Yup, you are now Sturgian warrior. Why does it feel so dark? It feels very dark right now. They changed the lighting on the unit view because it looks like they're standing, like, in the back of a shady room now. Like, it feels like there's a light that's supposed to be above them that's, like, missing or something. My favorite unit? Oh, I don't know. The Fions are pretty cool. I think the Batanian Fions are pretty rad. Oh, you can't join. Oh, my health is too low to fight. Wah, wah. Okay, I was going to say. Why can't I fight in the tournament? I feel like I have earned this opportunity to fight in the tournament. Yeah, I guess I'll put on my my head wrap real fast so I can be out here like a Bethlehem shepherd. Did I get all the units here already? I did. Okay, all of the unit is my unit. Actually, let's chill out here for a second and just get some health back and let my dudes like heal for a minute. I'm kind of beat up and I could probably use the medicine skill anyways. Apparently, I'm really bad at writing. I had no idea. I guess this character has, like, no skill in writing. It's okay. We'll sort that out as time goes along. We'll fix it. Just because we're not a horse person now doesn't mean we can't be a horse person someday. Someday. Which button am I pushing here? How do I change my name? I feel like that might be a little coarse. We're gonna change him back to the classic Kick Nuts Kelly. Core, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, dude. Good to see you. Oh, fuck. No, I don't want that. Don't want that. Nope, don't want that. That's bad. That's really, really bad. I'm gonna wait here until you go away. Thank you. Dude, I need to save up some money and buy some horses. Otherwise, this is going to be really, really difficult to chase down bandits for a while. Surrender or die, brigand. 'Tis time to destroy thee.
Archers, move! Attack!
Onwards, infantry. I require that you stab some fools. Guys, I have human blood on me. I've been spattered in the goo fluids of other men. Civvy, thank you for the biddies, dude. I appreciate it. Very, very kind of you. Thank you. Oh, man. Ooh, cool. Oh, man. That looks even worse. Being poor is awful. You know, I should know this because I've already vetted it in real life. But, like, just in case you forgot, being poor in video games sucks too. Just like being poor in real life. There we go. Now we're getting some units put together. Is there anybody here ready to be recruited? I would too. You know, the one thing I don't like about Sturgia is Sturgian tournaments, man. Sturgian tournaments are the goddamn worst. It's just like a big old spear fest of like being on foot with a shield and a spear, just being like, ah, and trying to kill each other by 10 damage at a time. It's awful and I hate it. They have horsies. I should buy some of their horsies. Yeah, it's not that I can't win them, it's just that they're boring. Spear rounds are super rough.
Archers, move!
Move these bitch. Hey, I thought I had like 4 of you. How come there's only 1 of you now? I definitely thought there was like 4 of you guys. Rich, thank you for these 6 months. Appreciate it. Alright, good night, Lewis. The killers. Stabbing dudes up in their face. Easy peasy. What I do with spears is I just like side strafe in a circle and just keep swinging, and it seems to really confuse the AI and feed you a lot of free hits. The AI seems to very much panic when you do that. Rusty Ho, aka OP's mom. What's your job? Deliver the herd to Rhodey. Yeah, we can do that. You damage your own men only with ranged attacks. You can't do it with melee attacks. Alright, we're delivering horses. We're going to Grody Roady. Alright, let's go down to Grody Roady and get this done. Make our money out here the right way. The old-fashioned way. By the sweat of our brow and the balls of our labor. No, there's no mods right now. Probably be a little while before all the full conversion mods roll through. I think a Lord of the Rings one is probably the one I'm most excited about. I want a Lord of the Rings mod really bad for this game. That will be the end of my life if it's well done. Deliver the herd to Rhodey. Jacorios, the incense trader. Alright. And there he is. I don't know if you can actually land a punch from horseback. Like, I think the enemies are too short and you're too high up in the air on a horse, but I'm not positive. What's up, man, Doom? How you doing? Thank you for the 2 months. I do think that if you fist fight, you should get athletics levels. Like I said, I'm waiting for a Lord of the Rings mod. That's what I want. I want to be able to ride out into battle as Gondor.
Glad to see more Bannerlord.
Well, 400 bucks and some free charm. It's my favorite fantasy race. I don't know. Probably hobbits, dude. Hobbits have it all figured out. Like, hobbits don't do shit. They just smoke weed and farm all day. Like, who else you want to be? Like, would you want to be the Men of Bree or something in Lord of the Rings, you know? Like, in Middle-earth? Would you want to be the Gondorians or, like, the Rohirrim and get rolled the fuck over and, like, have your entire people exterminated? Or do you want to be the hobbits and just, like, ignore the entire thing and just sit around getting high all day? So, like, all I'm saying is I feel like the hobbits get the best spread in the fantasy worlds. Hobbits and halflings, it seems like they mostly just sit around smoking weed and doing nothing and just kind of being vagrants for a living. Well, the reason Sturgy always fucking loses is because their troop design's hella bad. So, like, their top tier units don't even have that good of armor. Like, so their top tier... Dude, I swear to fucking God I have more than 1 bowman. This game is, like, lying right now. I swear to God I have, like, 5 bowmen, and I don't know where they're going. Maybe they died in a battle or something. But anyways, Sturgy always gets rolled the fuck over because their troop tree is really badly designed. And it's not even, like, badly designed based on skills. Like, their skills are perfectly fine. Like, they have good one-handed skill or good, you know... They have good one-handed skill. They have good throwing skill. They have whatever it is that you need. The problem is their armor. So the armor that the developers gave them is like level 30 armor that's basically made out of like the ass end of a turtle. And so they just get like steamrolled by every single hit, whereas like the Imperials are all clad out in like plate mail and shit. Same with the Vlandians. How much HP do you have, bro? You must have a lot of HP, because I stabbed you like 1,000 times. Their archers are like the worst in the game. Like, they only have light cavalry. It's just, you know, like they put... So the developers like had like a rough idea of what they wanted to do with everybody except Sturgia. And they just forgot to give Sturgia something they're good at. Is really what it comes down to.
Well, for victory!
Yeah, I don't leave survivors. I run them all down.
Yes!
Alright, where are these archers at, man? Where are these? I only have one archer. They must have died or something then, because I swear to God, I had more archers than that. Oh, I forgot to save the upgrade. That's what happened. That's what happened. I know what happened, chat. I am aware of what took place. I was confused momentarily, but I pulled it back together. The only good that survivors are is for telling all the other bandits that you're coming. That's the only reason why you would ever leave survivors. Yeah, I saw that sneaky bamboozle bullshit you just tried to pull. I saw that shit. You peckers can't fool me. I've played this game too much. I saw it coming. I knew you were gonna try that shit. The AI always tries it. They'd be like, hold on, let us just turn around real quickly. Dude, there are like a lot of bandits around here. There's a serious quantity of bandits. They really, really like filth and villainy around. Oh, cool. We can do the daughter finding thing. That's easy, dude. That's basically free money. I've got really high charm, too, so I'll probably be able to talk her into going back home without having to kill her man. Stab him in the face to death. Alright, where's this dude at? Let's find him. Where's this man at? Zephius, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Where are we going? We're going to Carfinian. Okay. I'm going to pick up a few more troops just so the looters stay away from me. Use it as kind of like looter repellent. What's my charm at? Like 30-something at level 1, which is pretty cool. Yeah, 33 at level 1. Now, let's see here. First time you introduce yourself to a lord. Don't care about that. Barter penalty. I had to sneeze. Dude, I dig those boots. Those boots are pretty cool. What do I want to add my points to? I feel like it wouldn't be the worst idea to have like a point or two of one-handed. Also need to find a two-handed weapon about as soon as possible. And fight on the ground like an infantryman. Alright, so you ask around the village. They saw them right off in the morning towards Lublinian. Okay, where is Lublinian at? There it is. Off to Lublinian, chat. Where we shall Lubliniate. What's up, Army? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. And she ran a long-ass ways away. Search the village. We shall find the villain. And we shall return the daughter of the magistrate to her town. Amen. Alright, so where are these people at? Crotor of Loblinian. That's a pretty dope name, bro. If my name was Crotor, I feel like I would have accomplished a lot more things with my life. Crotor is a name that doesn't take shit. Crotor definitely doesn't get his head shoved into a water fountain during gym class. Just chilling, Army. Just hanging out. Another day in the streets. What's up, Kenny? How you doing? Welcome to the stream, man. Alright, so we got to, Alright, you got duty to your family. It didn't work. Okay, we have to fight this guy. Unless we really luck out with the next one. But we're not going to. There we go. We got a killer man. This has to happen. Nope, there it is. One-shotted. This guy thought he was going hard in the paint. This man thought. But he got the old Crotor treatment. And he thought he was getting married this weekend. Please, sir, relinquish the bride. Relinquish her to me. Bum, 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 bow, wow, 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 wow. I want to kill these bandits. It is decided. We shall kill them. So, does auto-resolving work anymore? Because somebody on Reddit said that the auto-resolving doesn't give your guys levels very much anymore. So, like, you have to fight, like, every battle now. Is that true? Because, honestly, I kind of liked being able to farm bandits with just, like, auto-fight turned on in order to level up an entire army. The looters can kill now? Oh, it sucks. You guys hitting them down there? You guys landing any of those magic arrows that you're throwing out? I have like no polearm skill. It gave me weapons that have nothing to do with my skills. That wasn't a hit, huh? It was like the spears slid over him. That was really weird. We good here? We all taken care of? Thank you for the follow, Zimmon. Appreciate that. You've been knighted in the Nerd Castle. Glad to have you. Aw, 2 of my guys died. They were just recruits. Who cares? They were just recruits. If it was anybody important, I'd be worried about it. But it's just recruits. Your auto outcome depends on tactics. Rough. Don't I have to take her back here? Let's see here. Andressa, take her to Patris. Wait, Patris. I thought it was over. Didn't I get the quest from over here? What? Patris of Gersagos. I swear to God, we got this quest from Vathia, but okay. Yeah, I thought we got the quest from up here. Peasants can't promote to watchmen anymore? Why? Like, did they remove that troop tree or whatever? It's confusing. Why is that a thing? Oh, there it is. Off we go. Peasants become recruits now. Oh, it sucks. They got rid of the hired blade tree? Weak, dude. Weak. I strongly disagree with that change. The hired blade tree is a special tree. It's the mercenary tree. The game needs a mercenary tree. Here's your daughter. Thank you for the $2,000. So, Chad, I have a problem. I watched War Dogs, and now I think that my aspiration in life is to be an international arms dealer and wear aviator glasses. What do you think, chat? My wife seems to think that she would think less of me if I was an international arms dealer. I think she would feel the same way about me. That's just what I feel. But, you know, we had this conversation. Alright, let's check in on this cookie horde real fast. We have 240 billion cookies. Where do I want to put these? Wraith Queen, thank you for the biddies. I appreciate that. 1,500 biddies right there. Well, thank you for your generosity. I really appreciate it. Honestly, there's not a whole lot of places for me to go with all of this. I personally think wizard towers are an okay investment. I mean, we can make our grandmas more effective, and that got us like an extra mil. But other than that, we're kind of hitting like the wall right now. A heavenly chip to spend. Yeah, exactly. We're starting to like hit like a very, very real slowdown in cookie returns. My ROI isn't high enough, chat, and it offends me. That's it. I'm dumping wizard towers. Yup, take it up to 50 million. I need more wizard towers. It just looks aesthetically pleasing. Okay? Alright, I think we're good here. Kill Switch, thank you for the 10 gift subs, man. I really appreciate that. GR Brother, thank you for the follow. Welcome on into the Nerd Castle. You've been knighted. I don't know if I'll be able to keep Cookie Clicker up. As I recall, it lagged out this game the last time I did it, but I just did all the settings on it, so maybe it'll be okay. But congrats to everybody. Just got a free sub, dude. I hope you all are it looks like we're getting like more Ooh, nice. But yeah, the big problem with the Sturgians, in my opinion, having played the game a bunch now, is just that the Sturgians aren't good at anything. They're supposed to be the best, like, melee units in the game, but they're not. And, like, they get rolled over because of it. Their archers are, like, the worst archers in the game. Their cavalry are god-awful. And then the one thing that they're supposed to be crazy good at, their infantry and their siege breakers, like their Huskarls, effectively, just have bad gear and don't work out that well. And so hopefully it got changed with this patch and made Sturgy a little bit stronger. That's why you see them get just like blitzkrieged every single time the map opens up. They always get like kicked in the knob hella hard. Yeah, all two-handed units in this game are pointless. They're not going to survive the skirmishing phase of the battle anyways. Like, I never make any of the two-handed units. There's no point. Unless you micromanage them super hard to keep them behind guys with shields, they're just going to die instantaneously once javelins and shit start flying around anyways. That's kind of the unintended consequence of them making armor a lot weaker in this game than it is in Warband. Is that, like, the units that relied on the armor to close the gap and survive can't do it anymore because the armor is so thin now that it doesn't really protect you. Javelins were always a bit of a terror in Warband anyways, though. Flygon, thank you for the 4 months. Appreciate that. I feel like I'm really, like, lacking units right now. I really don't feel like I have that many guys, but it's okay. We're going to go find a horse trader. And then we're going to see what we can accomplish here. I lost a Sturgian warrior to a looter. Feels bad, dude. That was not a good trade. Yeah, they're trying to run me off to the edge of the map. Oh, never mind. He just got wounded. Okay, that's good. That's fine. I can live with wounded. Wounded works. I also need to start blacksmithing, although I heard they nerfed blacksmithing returns too. The developers seem to be very overly concerned with the player earning money, which is always kind of an odd thing. I was talking about that the last time we played this game, is that like the developers seem very, very concerned with players making money by any means. And like, I don't see why. Just because in my opinion, money doesn't matter in this game. Like, money only matters for like the first couple hours of gameplay until you get like your first enterprise set up. And then after that, it's like a non-factor for the rest of the game. And so honestly, I don't really care. I don't know. I feel like it's a weird thing for them to focus on, like all the money-making nerfs. Those shoes actually are not better than what I have. I started out with pretty decent shoes. We also have a shirt that's made out of weeds, so that's pretty cool. I've seen the UFO videos declassified by the Pentagon. I saw some stuff on like Twitter. It seemed like the usual stuff that people release along those lines, where it's just like some weird, you know, aberrant thing going on in the sky. I mean, I'm sure there's aliens, right, in like an infinite galaxy full of infinite possibilities. It seems to me as though it would be tremendously arrogant for us to assume that we're the only thing that's achieved sentience, when we're not super sure that we're the only thing that's found sentience on our planet. Elephants make a pretty strong argument that they have a sense of self. Like, I feel like it's a arrogant argument for humans to be like, we're the only sentient life on this planet. I just don't buy it. Or in this galaxy, like, yeah, it's just like mathematically with endless possibilities. It's got to happen again, right? Oh, I get to be the bow guy. That's pretty cool. I thought to myself this morning when I woke up, who do I want to be? And the bow guy was the first thing that came to mind. Hey, bitch. I can't even hurt that guy over there, which is kind of bad. I guess I get an axe, so... I was gonna say, this man better get the fuck off that horse. Oh, never mind. Apparently he's eating mud right now. I'm just gonna be a dick and attack him from behind. Dang, Cookie Clicker's lagging my shit out right now. I can fix this. Yeah, the reason aliens would not have contacted us is because we're beneath them. Oh, good. We're fighting a named guy. Oh, it's a spear fight, too. My favorite. That's fun. Oh, they counter the strafing now. Yeah. They fixed the AI. The AI knows how to do strafing. Yeah, dude, I hate Sturgian tournaments so much. They're so fucking boring. Like, spear fights are dumb. They shouldn't exist. Like, getting a spear fight in a tournament is like getting a root canal. It's just awful. There's nothing fun about it. Yeah. No. How would you like a spear fight? How would I like a swift kick in the nuts? Need to find some horses. Botanians have horses. Let's go hang out with Botanians and steal all of their horses. Bum 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 bum. Apparently somebody's like getting shot on our street or something. My texts are blowing up right now. Oh shit, something's happening down the street. Somebody's getting click-clacked. You're gonna hear it in the background any second, chat. Just paka, paka, paka. Paka. Boop, boop, paka. I don't really want the grain or whatever, but I will spend $800 on horses. They closed the street at the lights on either side of the train tracks. Oh, dude, I wonder if somebody like swan dived into a train or something. It's not outside the ordinary. It's been kind of a hot year where I live lately. Like 2 guys got shot on our street like a week or 2 ago. Just got lit the fuck up. Omaris, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on in. You've been knighted in the Nerd Castle. Sabdabuna, thank you for the 7 months. Appreciate that. No, I moved into the hood. I was hood tangential before. Now I'm like on the block.
Move! Soldier!
Like I was like 2 streets down from the hood last house. Now I'm like in the hood. The hood. How long have I been streaming? Like 50 minutes. Honestly, the hood's not that bad. Just don't cause problems. Like, you will be fine as long as you keep to yourself and don't cause problems. It's just like some people out here have a real problem with the concept of like, is this worth it? They spend like their whole life living in the wish a motherfucker woods and then never find their way out. No nosy old ladies? I don't know. Sorry, I was stabbing trees. I don't know why, but I really enjoy riding around stabbing trees in this game. It pleases me. I can't put my thumb on why. I just do. Let's go to Dunglanis, see if we can pick up a few more horses. Horses? Sumpters are over. Your sir, your Sumpters are shabby and overpriced, sir. I bid you adieu, for you shan't have any of my custom. You shan't! I feel like we should say shan't more often in modern English. I feel like shan't is a really good word. Nah, it's just people out here just, they don't know how to walk away. Like, they won't even be, like, gang affiliated or anything, but they'll get, like, banged on. Somebody will hit them with that, like, where are you from? And then they'd be popping off with a bunch of lip. Instead of just being like, I don't bang. And then, like, somebody gets shot, somebody gets stabbed, a couple people get shot, and it's just like, whatever. Like, people just need to learn to, like, shut the hell up and take the L sometimes. Like, sometimes it's not worth it.
Footmen, charge! Archers, move!
I don't know. Apparently I just don't go hard enough or something. Apparently I'm just not gangster enough, I guess. Ooh, that man got buried. That man got shanted on. Guys, but we have 7 tactics skill. Huzzah. We're moving on up in the world. 7 tactics skills. Started from the bottom, now we here. Should probably buy some equipment or something. I'd very much like to do a tournament somewhere that doesn't have spear tournaments. That's what I'd like. Gaming Vape. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. I actually didn't see you follow, but I appreciate it. Thank you. We're not going lances. They just gave me, like, trash weapons when I started. Ooh, Botanian ponies. Ponies. Ponies, chat. Ponies. I've never gotten to ride a pony, but I got my foot stepped on by a fucking donkey one time. Donkey was an asshole. Dude, that clay is so expensive. That pottery's pretty good price. We can take it over to Dunglanis. Why not? Let's take it over to Dunglanis. We can take that to Dunglanis too. Sounds like a plan to moi. Alright. And then I think we're good there. A wooden hammer. About to make money, chat. About to make money in Dunglanis. Yeah. We made like $400. Worth it. That gave me 10 skill points in trade. Damn, son. Damn, son. Damn, son. Where'd you get this? All right, let's go back down. You remember when every song started off with that? You remember when every song started with mustard on the beat, ho? Okay, okay, okay. Told her bust it open, she said okay. Mustard on the beat, ho. What happened to DJ Mustard? I feel like he just like vanished into a forest of money somewhere after like his 5 minutes of fame were over. Like DJ Mustard was on like every song for 6 months and then just gone. Same thing with Swizz Beats. Should probably find some jobs and stuff. Anything I can sell around here? Everybody knows that the true Bannerlords make their money through finance and exchange. Mr. Worldwide! I feel like every Pitbull song has that same beat that they play at like tropical resorts. That boom, ka-boom, 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 ka-boom. Like, that's like every Drake song too. Boom, ka-boom, 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 ka-boom. Yeah, dude. Furry armor sounds cool. Chat, we're furries now. This is our life. Accept my decisions and my choices, Mom. I'm a furry. Can't change that about me, no matter how hard you try. It's an intrinsic part of my soul, Mom! It's nice. Is the spearman? Yes, the spearman is nice. Okay, we'll put this up here. Alright. I'm trying to rearrange my army on the fly, otherwise I'll forget to do it. What does that little symbol mean right there? What does that mean? What is that little symbol? Is that just like parties that are inside the town? Is that what it is? How is my nose picking today? Dude, fucking beautiful. Best part of not having a face cam, dude. I'm just in here mining gold for like a 4-hour run, dude. By the time I get done with this stream, my nostrils are just sore from friction. It's like insane, dude. It's insane. I'm probably going to let this guy handle most of the girth of this fight. Like, I may send my dudes in with bells on, like, somewhere near the back end, just to make it seem like I contributed, but I'm not actually planning on contributing. Oh, we're fighting in a city. That's cool.
Archers, forward! Footmen, after me!
You don't have the endurance to mine for that long? You got to work on it. It takes some real finger strength. You've also got to, like, you've really got to find the sweet spot when it comes to fingernail length. You let it get too long, you be giving yourself bloody noses all the time. You know, you let it be too short and you can't really, you know, grab onto those clingers that are way up in the top. Just sort of depends. Abracading-dong, I'll see you later. Dun 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 dun. Aw. You gonna make me get off my horse? I see what's up. Hey, I got one. Hey, what's up, Flash? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Dude, I am pretty sore. I went on a 3-mile run yesterday for the first time in years. I actually did better than I thought I was going to do, though. Like, I thought I'd gas out pretty quickly because I haven't run in a really long time. But honestly, it wasn't that bad. It took me like 28 minutes, 30 minutes in there. It wasn't terrible. So apparently, like, some of that fitness is still there and exists underneath this thick layer of walrus-like blubber. My legs aren't even really sore today. Upper body sucked, though. I did upper body the day before yesterday, and upper body was pretty brutal. Like, I'm still sore, and it's been 2 days. So apparently, I atrophied much more on the top half than the bottom half. I don't know if it's newbie gains, I'll be honest. I've been running 5 miles a day for most of my life. From like the age of like 23 till like 30. I ran 4 to 5 miles a day. It's probably just it didn't fall off like I thought it did. You run that much and it's just like it stays. Because like 3 miles actually wasn't that bad yesterday. I didn't get winded like or anything. Like I was like good to go. I probably could have done more. But I wanted to, like, I didn't want to, you know, like, when you get back to working out, like, You know when you get back to working out, like sometimes you like full blowout, like you just go too hard and then you can't work out for like a week after that because you're too sore. I didn't want to do that, so I stopped at 3 miles just in case. Yeah, I did. I used to run 3 to 5 miles a day, just depending on how I was feeling. Like, it usually took me about... My run was usually... It kind of depended how far I was running, actually. If I was doing, like, 3, it was usually, like, 20 minutes or so. If I was doing more than that, you know, like... I slowed down a little bit on the back couple. Take me a little bit longer. Yeah, that's why I stopped running too, is because I broke my leg in 3 places. And it never quite set right. It always feels weird when I run, but it feels okay today, so... I don't know. Either way, I'm fucking bored. Quarantine sucks ass. There's nothing to do. All I do is sit on my phone and stare at the wall. And so I've decided I'm just going to start working out super hard again. I've gained like 15 pounds since Christmas, and that's not a good look. Do I run with a mask on? No, I got a treadmill. Firepuff, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Aw, dude, that's fucking revolting. Why would they make that change, dude? That's fucking toxic. I just wanted to test it real fast to see if chat was telling the truth. Gross, man. Now I gotta manually fight every looter fight. Feels bad. It does suck. I don't know why they made that change. Because, like, it's gonna be so boring fighting 1,000 looter fights now. Like, I honestly thought they planned it that way. Apparently they did not. So when the game came out, I thought that they planned it so that, like, you were supposed to auto-resolve looters to, like, level up and get back in the fight faster. Apparently that was not intended. I thought that was a really good gameplay change and a really smart decision because, like, who wants to fight looters for the next 9 hours? You know what I mean? Like, Apparently I was wrong. Oh yeah, I was gonna try and find a tournament, wasn't I? It's okay, we'll go find... that's how I usually gear up, is I just do tournaments until I have, like, full gear. Oh, we can fight these guys, whatever.
Attack!
Attack! Everyone forward!
Archers, forward!
Yeah, the developers have made some odd changes to this game. Like, it feels like they're removing quality of life stuff sometimes. Ow, fool. Stop. That was stingy. I didn't like it. Yeah, like, I thought that, like, the auto-resolving looters was, like, their elegant solution to some problems, to removing, basically, the training system from the first game. And I thought it worked out pretty well. I guess it wasn't intended, though. You learn, you live and you learn. Listen, man, where you going? Where you going here? Where you think you're going here? Up this mountain? You're going up this mountain? Up this mountain? Look at that, I stabbed you. It wasn't very fun, was it? Oh, that wasn't fun either? Yeah, that neither. I should sit down and beat Dark Souls on stream. I never beat it. I made it to that weird pink scrotum dragon thing and then never made it further. Like, I think I got cursed when I fought him, and then I had to, like, go find the decurse thing, and it was, like, a super long run or something like that, or, like, I couldn't remember where it was, and so, like, I was like, yeah, I'll go do it on, like, Saturday, and then just, like, never came back to the game. Like, I've been meaning to go back and play through because I've never beaten any of the Dark Souls. But, like, I remember really liking the first Dark Souls, like, having a good time with it. It's just, like, I stopped playing. I think it, like, overstayed its welcome a tiny bit for me. Like, it was just, like, a little too long. I definitely don't want to fight in your scummy Sturgian tournament. Sturgian tournaments are the worst. Dude, why is your hardwood so expensive? That's a singular yike from me, Sturgians. I could probably go over to Botania and get the hardwood, but it's a long ways, chat. And I'm lazy. There's a really good chance that if you ever ask yourself, why is Splattercat not doing a particular thing, it's not because he's unaware of it. It's because he's lazy. That's like the answer to pretty much, like, every time anybody asks me anything in chat, like, why are you doing this? Just fill in because I'm lazy, and you'll get it sorted. It's probably not too far off the truth. Need to talk to some people about the stupid flag thing too. Extra HP, thanks, boss. I'm gonna dump. Dude, we have pretty killer social skills. We're basically a god of social skills. I'm gonna dump a few more into one or into two-handed. Throw that into throwing. I'd probably get some javelins, actually. That probably wouldn't be the worst idea. You guys got javelins down here? I know you guys got some javelins. Hit your boy up. There you go. Simple javelins. Just throw those in right there. Don't even need... Well, I might need that for... What two-handed weapons do you have? You got any good two-handed weapons? What you got around here? I need like a two-handed claymore, so I can get my, I can get my Braveheart on. Apparently they don't have two-handers. Oh, I could have got throwing axes. I'm a pleb. Fight these guys. You gotta fight for your right to rank up. There we go. Put that over there, and then we'll just hang out here for a second. Let them come to me. I feel like I'm low on archers. I need to go back down to Imperial territory, steal some of theirs. Dude, I bet that water is so cold right there. That water's got to be so unpleasantly fucking frigid. Like, just deeply, woundingly unpleasant. For glory! Don't run. Don't run. Gary Byrne, thank you for the 29 months. Repskillion, thank you for the 3 months, dude. Appreciate it. Good to have you. Praetor, thank you for the 15 months. I figure horses probably aren't very good at running in snow, right? Like, I bet horses don't like snow. They're a plains animal. I get the feeling they probably don't do their best work in a snowbank. Just my thinking. That's right. I stabbed you in the booty hole. What you gonna do now? You ain't gonna make it over to this gully. Gully. Let's see here. Got him. So, chat, I heard somebody say something peculiar the other day. I assume they're from somewhere that I'm not from. They said, where I come from, we keep it gully. And I was like, I have never fucking heard that term in my life. Urban Dictionary was really no help. So 2 questions. What the fuck does that mean? And where the fuck is it from? 2 questions, chat. I'm sure somebody in here has heard that shit. What's up, Foxy? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I don't know, Kill Switch. It confused me too. He was like, we keep it gully. Like, you know, we keep it gangster. Or we keep it bracken. You know what I mean? Like, it had like that connotation to it. But like, I don't know, man. I don't know who says that or where it's from. Apparently, I unequipped my arming sword. Oh, dude, I'm not even, like, selling right now. I'm looting. My bad. Dude, I need to find some tournaments. Let's go, chat. Let's go, chat. It is time for us to tournay. Gully is like savage. It's from New York. Huh. Okay. Alright, fair enough. Asked and answered. We've solved the mystery, chat. The joys of working on the internet. My cousin went to New York City, and he said that it smelled terrible. But it might have just been like the time of year that he was there.
Move!
I've never been to New York City. Like, the only thing I know about New York City is that he said it was smelly when he was there. But other than that, it was really fun.
Footman charge!
I don't know. He just said, like, it smelled like farty or something. Like, I assume it's, like, the part of the year. Because, like, I live in, like, a swamp. And, like, part of the year it smells hella smelly here, too. Like, it straight up smells like raw sewage where I live for, like, a chunk of the year. Because the swamp and all the peat and everything is, like, fucking drying up. Smells terrible. So, like, some places have a smelly season, you know what I mean?
Victory!
Like, I used to live in the North Bay in, like, Sonoma, and we called it the Sonoma aroma. Because for, like, half the year, it just smelled like pig shit. Because, like, all the farmers and, like, all of the sheep herdsmen and stuff were, like, fertilizing their fields and whatnot. Like, different places have different seasons that smell different. And so, like, when my cousin said it was smelly, I just assumed it was, like, there's, like, a certain time of year where, like, water is, like, standing or, like, drying or something, so it smells bad. Because we have that where I live. But then again, I live in a swamp, so swamps are always kind of smelly. They don't always smell, but most of the time they smell. It's just you go nose blind to it. Like with the Sonoma aroma, I couldn't even smell it by the time I lived there for like 6 years. You would smell it like the first or second day that it started, once planting season came around or whatever. And then like you go nose blind to it, and then like somebody would come visit you and be like, "What the fuck is that smell?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I forgot about it. It's a Sonoma aroma. Don't worry, you get used to it." It smells so bad though. Like you guys have no idea if you've never been there. Oh, it smells so bad. Like it's not just like fertilizer. Like, oh, it smells so bad, dude. It smells really, really, really like eye-wateringly bad. Like basically the first couple of days of the season when they're doing all the fertilizing and the planting and everything, you just keep your windows shut. Cause like the second you open your window, it's like getting kicked in the face with a dead otter. It's bad. It's pretty brutal. Tournament! Oh, nice, dude. It's got a really nice armor, too. Oh, but this guy's gonna run off and get smacked. Oh my god. He's basically Jesus. Did you see him juke that hit right there? So... Man. This guy's name is Lamb Chop. Alright, Lamb Chop. Let's do this thing, Lamb Chop. Lamb Chop! What you know about me, Lamb Chop? This is the song that never ends, 'cause it goes on and on. Oh, shit. I tried to pull my swing too fast. That was my fault. I got greedy. This man with the perfect parry. Well, they gave me a sword this time around. That's cool, that's cool. Senor, thank you for the 46 months, dude. Appreciate it. It's good to have you. I knew I shouldn't have talked about it, because now everybody's just talking about how everybody else lives someplace smelly. Fucking internet, man. I should have known better. Should have known better. Now everybody's just sitting around in circles being like, "You're smelly! No, the place from whence you came is smelly. Not as smelly as your mom's ass. Ah, got him." I should have just let it go. You guys don't need my anecdotes. My anecdotes give you guys too fertile of a ground to hate on each other. I didn't quit vaping. I quit vaping nicotine. So I haven't smoked nicotine in almost 3 weeks now. And I figure once I have fully gotten off the withdrawal phase of not smoking, I'll naturally just like stop vaping because there won't be any point. I don't know, man. Jay Knight, you're officially the best. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. If they try to get in your face and be like, "Nuh-uh," you swing right back at them and say 50,000 points, bitch, on the internet, bitch, and just let them know what it's actually all about. I hung out on a Twitch stream for 50,000 points, therefore I'm the best. And show them your trophy. It wins all arguments. It is unrebuttable. I guess I can afford some fish right now. It's going to last 48 days? Dude, I don't even need to feed these guys. What am I even doing right now? Just taking crazy pills out here trying to buy more food for dudes that are already full. See if we can make a baller trade run from, like, Dunglanis to, like, Carabanseth again. See if everything restocked. So, pottery. Hides are still kind of meh. Apparently I can get cotton over there, though. That might not be a bad idea. Like cotton and pottery. Alright, we can do that. Cotton and pottery. You think it's weird that you just buy like a big vat of butter and feed it to your troops in this game? You find that odd? Like, I don't know, if I got a new job and I showed up and they're like, lunch is catered, and then you show up and it's just like a big bucket of butter, I'd be like, sir, this is a condiment? I don't think that this is a foodstuff. I'm pretty sure this is a dressing. Shut the fuck up and eat it. That sounds like arguing, Private. Are you arguing with me? No, I'm just pointing out that, like, maybe this is, maybe this is not, you know, an entree. You guys don't like butter? Hold up, chat. You don't even understand, chat. When I eat French bread, you should see the volume of butter. It is like a ridiculous amount of butter. Like, I butter the fuck out of stuff, dude. Like, if something has butter as an effective topping, like, please understand. Like, Splatty's gonna butter it up. Not just, like, lightly either. Splatty's gonna butter it up, like, hard. You know, like, we're gonna hit it with that butter. Especially if it's, like, garlic butter. Oof, or, like, salted butter. Like, woo! I'm ready, chat. My body is ready. The more butter, the better. What's French bread? It's like a sweet baguette. Pooh, I'm doing good, man. I'm hanging out. You know, just another day on the interwebs. Just doing what we do. Nah, man, you don't have to eat better. You just have to work out harder. That's my motto. Eat whatever you want and just go hard in the gym. That's my motto. I don't believe in dieting. All right? I believe in calorie tracking and then working out super hard to make up for the fact that you ate like a ridiculous pig. A simple Sparth axe. Sparth sounds like the sound that a cat makes when it's hacking up a hairball. Sparth! 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 Butter is good, but only in small doses. No, Hawaiian rolls are way sweeter than French bread. Hawaiian rolls are hella good, though, too. You ever take, like, a big... You know how they come in, like, squares of Hawaiian rolls? And you cut off, like, half the squares, but you keep them attached to one another? And then you slice off the top half, so you have, like, one giant bun on top and one giant bun on the bottom. And then you fill the whole thing with, like, mayo and, like, mustard and a shit ton of just, like, turkey and onions and ham, like, all the way down, so it becomes, like, a sub-sandwich, basically, but with Hawaiian bread. So good, bro. It's so good. Well, we lucked into a pretty sweet armor. It's not like the best armor in the game, but it is a solid armor. So we lucked into that from the tournament. If there's any more tournaments, actually, yeah, we need to keep fighting in tournaments. Now I need a helmet. I need a helmet. I need free gloves. Wolf shoulders, even better. Let's go. It gave me the bow, though. I can't believe the game has done this. Frankly, I'm deeply offended. Fuck. Not good. Can't 3v1. Can't 3v1. My team really shat the bed right there. Like, they didn't even try. Plus, their dudes were taking like 150 damage and not dying somehow. Like, I know I hit one of those guys for like 140, 150 total, and he still wasn't down. Rough one. We got styled upon. We have been styled upon. Maybe. My name may or may not be Kick Dick Kelly. Why? What's you got a problem with kicking dicks, my friend? You got a dick kicking issue, my guy?
Archers, forward!
No, you have a particular fondness. Okay, good to know.
Forward!
I like it when people that like to kick other people in the dick disclose it early on in our relationship. These archers are not massing their fire like at all. They're just like firing randomly into the blob. Infantry! I have no idea how they magically canceled that spear thrust. Frankly, the AI was involved in some kind of weird voodoo there. Deffy, thank you for the 2 years, dude. I really appreciate that. I think that was probably the best episode of King of the Hill ever. It's my person. I don't know you. No means no. Kicks him in the dick. Is there a new cut? Yeah, they dropped a 1.3 patch, so I figured we'd check it out here today. They've changed some stuff. Not all of it for the better. They've fiddled with auto resolve and looters and some other things. Should probably go talk to Caladog, but frankly, I don't really feel like running down all these fucking nobles. We're not gonna have any more cookies. Just fair warning, because I have to close it, otherwise it lags the game out. So our cookie yields are gonna be like basically what they were at the last time we left. So fair warning. Not going to be a whole lot we can do. I haven't done cursors in a while, but I don't think cursors even benefit us anymore. I'll be honest. I mean, we could just dump it because it looks cool. Yeah, we'll just like take all this up to like 100 milli. How about that? Oh, that's billions. Never mind. That's not millions. That's billions. Oh, that was a 500,000 upgrade right there. That wasn't too bad. I'll take that. There we go. Now we're looking good. I mean, not too much advancement right there, but still. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. I'm like almost positive. Oh no. I fixed it. ignore that transition. It wasn't necessary, but it was necessary for managerial reasons. Thank you very much for the follow, Dark. Appreciate that. Welcome on Even Night in the Nerd Castle. Found and broken. Do you guys have cheap hardwood? If you do, I would love to buy some of your cheap hardwood. And the Botanian economy is rough right now. Inflation is a bitch. Is that music from Cookie Clicker? No. But Cookie Clicker is a game about ending the world via cookie production. So I figured I would give it kind of like a scary, gent-sounding music that we could put in the background. Sort of an industrial death metal, you know, 7-string guitar type jam sesh to really kind of dial in the fact that we're ending the world via baked goods. Give me one good reason why we need to be like them. I'm still Clan Tier 0. Isn't there supposed to be a little meter right here? Did they get rid of that? Where's the little meter? Wasn't there a little meter? There used to be a little meter. Where's the little meter at? Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. That's not that bad. We just got to get some more renown. Landlord needs access to the Carfinian Commons. Family Feud. Do I want to beat up peasants, chat? Yeah, let's go oppress the proletariat. That sounds good to me. I think proletariat oppression sounds really applicable right now. Pretty soon they'll be sitting around as, do you hear the people sing? Singing the songs of angry men. It is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart. I'm not gonna lie though, that song's kind of a banger. You're nothing but a rich bastard's lackey. Yup, but I'm $350 richer than you now, huh? Maybe you should have fucked around and been a rich bastard's lackey. Maybe then, you know, you could get yourself a Patek watch too. That's all I'm saying. You just mad because you don't have a Rolex. What's up, Dre?
Archers! Forward!
Pulled pork sliders.
Do I listen to and like country music? Hell no. Country music is pretty much the one genre I won't listen to. I like hip-hop, punk, metal, hard rock, rock, whatever. I'm pretty easygoing when it comes to music, but country's the one thing I can't listen to. It's just such a pandering music genre. Like, it's just, I can't do it. I like old country, like Johnny Cash, or like Conway Twitty or whatever, you know? But like, or like old George Jones or whatever, but like, not a big fan of modern country. Sure, I don't know. I think it's like a personality component for a lot of the people that enjoy it. It's like identity music, I don't know. I mean, like, mainstream country's been making the song since like the same song since like 1993. Like ever since Garth Brooks, it's all basically been the same song with like a slight lyrical variation. But I do like bluegrass and stuff like that. Like it's just like radio country as shit. I don't know if we can handle an army of poachers yet. We might, but then again, those guys are kind of like nasty. Yeah, the looters got buffed. They're tougher than they used to be. The thunder rolls and the lightning strikes. Song's about a guy who cheats on his wife, and she's got a gun, shoot him in the face. My mom was a big Garth Brooks fan. I think my entire life before the age of like 12 was just an endless repeat of just Garth Brooks albums and Randy Travis. It's like, ugh. I'm digging up bones, I'm digging up bones. Doing things that are better left alone. And like now, those songs are stuck in my head forever, even though I have no use for them. I don't even like those songs, and they're just taking up hard drive space. Like, I do like some of the country metal stuff that Dimebag Darrell was working on before he died. Like, some of that stuff was hella dope. Like, some of the, like definite, like, heavy / death metal outlaw country that they were doing was pretty cool. Like, I dug that. Yeah, that was probably one of the best Archer arcs. Outlaw country, woo! Cheryl just uses it as like a justification for all her bad behavior. Outlaw country!
Move!
I also like the entire arc where Pam's on cocaine and gets super skinny. Like the Archer Vice chunk. Archer's like one of the most consistent comedy shows like ever made. Like it stays funny like all the way through.
And forgive him hell!
I feel like the spear should have ran into him right there and then it didn't. Didn't have that reach. Got that reach though. Doink. Doink. You guys remember Doink the Clown in WWF? You guys remember when Jesse Ventura fought Doink the Clown? When I was a kid and we would wrestle in the front yard, we would all argue over who had to beat Doink. And it usually ended up being whichever the kid was that was hanging out that we liked the least. I'll be honest with you. Which wrestler you got to be was directly related to how popular you were. It's because they made you be Doink, huh, Epic? You had to be Doink. Who was I? I wasn't Doink. I was somewhere near the middle of the pack. Like, I didn't get to be Hulk Hogan, you know what I mean? But I had to be Doink neither. Dude, I feel bad for Jake the Snake. I watched a documentary about that guy. Like, Jake the Snake is like a legitimate, like, skittering crackhead now. Like, you'd think, considering he was like one of the most popular wrestlers of all time, like he would have some kind of, I don't know, money or something. Because, like, don't get me wrong, like, I looked into, after I checked out Jake the Snake, I was like, all right, well, all these other wrestlers seem to be okay. Like, it seems like Bret Hart has a lot of money. You know, like, it seems like The Rock has a lot of money. Seems like Goldberg has a lot of money. Seems like Mankind has a lot of money. So, like, what happened to Jake the Snake? Was it just like the crack took over? Jake the Snake need help. Jake the Snake needs rehab. Like, at first, I thought maybe, like, wrestlers just don't get that paid that much, even if they're, like, super famous. But that didn't seem to be the case. Like, Mankind's house is pretty dope.
Archers! Move! Infantry! Soldiers!
Yeah, Vince McMahon seems kind of sketchy. Like, Vince McMahon seems like one of those dudes that, like, you shake his hand, you gotta count your fingers after. Like, Vince McMahon seems a little snaky to me. Like, this is the feeling I get from the guy, is that he's just slimy. You're a Rikishi? That's what I'm talking about. You gotta be like Yokozuna, bro. Yokozuna's my jam. I don't know. I never liked Vince McMahon after he fucked over Bret Hart. Bret Hart was always one of my favorite wrestlers, and he just seems like a really nice stand-up dude in real life. Like, he always seemed like he was a face in the ring, and he was a face out of the ring, too. Like, he seemed like a really nice human being. Yeah, and then, like, when Vince fucked him over with the Montreal Screwjob, it was just like, I don't know. Like, it just never sat right with me. I keep hitting escape to get out of that menu. I should probably also put some points into something. Extra damage, hit points. No, I want the extra damage, bro. Give me that 1.5%. Hold up. What? I thought I said 15. Damn it. My life is a husk. I guess I'll take a little bit of writing. Yeah, I met Bret Hart when I was a little kid, too. He seemed like a cool guy. It was for, like, he was doing autograph signings at a furniture store that was opening. Which really seems like an underwhelming thing for Bret Hart to be doing. And, like, it was only, like, me and, like, 3 other kids there that showed up to it. But he was still, like, super gracious and, like, super nice and, like, hella friendly and answered all of our questions, you know, and, like, everything else. And just, like, hung out with us and our parents for hella long since nobody else, like, came to the signing or whatever. Like, he didn't seem salty or pissed off about it, like, at all. It seemed like he was, like, totally cool with it being, like, a smaller thing with just, like, 8 or 9 people. Dude, Sting was so hype when I was 12 years old. Like, the first time they introduced Sting as a character, and he was just up in the rafters with that giant fucking buzzard on his arm and a baseball bat, you were like, yo, who is this dude? My 12-year-old brain exploded. Like, that was, like, the coolest entrance you could possibly have. Like my 12-year-old brain couldn't handle it.
Bowman, move! Go!
I tried double tapping to just make them like insta accelerate. It looks like to me. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. You're scared of Undertaker? It's always funny to me how many people are scared of like Mankind as well, like little kids and whatnot, because in real life he's like a giant teddy bear. He's like the nicest dude on earth that just makes a living getting his head busted open. Yeah, what is the point of maintaining an army if I can't use them to test out all of my weird horseback-related Evel Knievel stunts? How am I losing a Sturgian spearman to fucking looters, dude? Like, I can't get an army built up because the looters are so deadly now in this new patch that they just kill off all your soldiers every fight. You're like, ah! The only people surviving are the archers. Katrun, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Somebody's making a mod that puts all of the old companions back in this game. So I strongly look forward to a day where I can be reunited with my waifu Mitheld. Yeah, definitely don't use auto-resolve after the update. That's a mistake. You are going to be deeply disappointed if you run auto-resolve against looters after the update. Yeah, Mitheld is like the only character worth running. There's like Mitheld and there's like Rolf. Those are the only two characters that matter in Warband. Or Jeremis, just in case you want somebody to use as a punching bag and to like give wedgies to. Fucking Jeremis. Get in the locker. This nerd knows how to heal us. What a dork. Jeremis is just mad that he's not a complete and total Chad like Rolf. Yeah, The Rock was past my time being into wrestling. That was after I wasn't into it anymore. I was when I was into wrestling, I was there during like the NCW or the NWO WCW arc was the one that I was really into wrestling for that, with like Raven's Flock and Red NWO and the Black NWO. Like I was really, really into that storyline arc when I was a kid. And then I kind of fell out of wrestling after that. This man tried to serpentine. Oof. Right in the anus. Aww. Maroke Plays. Thank you for the follow as well. Welcome on in. Midnight in the Nerdcast. I didn't see that one. Oh, good. He didn't die. I saw that warrior get wounded, and I was worried he died. That would have been upsetting. I was into the UFC back in, like, the Chuck Liddell days. But I don't know. The UFC's gotten lame, dude. Like, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu kind of ruined the UFC. Like, nobody's, like, a striker anymore. Everybody just, like, rolls around on the ground and, like, rubs their nuts on people's knees and shit. Like, UFC fights are so boring nowadays. It's just, like, everybody does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu now. Like, nobody's, like... Nobody does Kempo anymore. Like, nobody, like, actually boxes or fights. It's just, like, a pathway to get the leg lock. It just bores me to tears now, so I kind of don't really watch MMA anymore. Like, I don't think MMA really has the personalities it used to have either. You know, with, like, you had Anderson Silva and, you know, John Jones and Rampage Jackson and Chuck Liddell and all those guys back in the day. I think like a big part of like early MMA was all of those like characters and like their personalities and whatnot. Yeah, Forrest Griffin was dope too. Forrest Griffin had some crazy plays. Georges St. Pierre, I forgot about him too, yeah. Like old MMA was like super cool. Like new MMA is so standardized that like every fight basically goes like the exact same way. Like I don't know. I feel like nobody really does like any of the cool martial arts anymore. It's just all Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu now, which is fine or whatever. But like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is kind of boring to watch unless you're into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And like I came from like boxing, and so like I always want to see dudes like stand up and fight, you know? Like I want to see them throw down with the hands. Like I'm okay if it ends up like wrestling at one point or another, but like, you know, the majority of what I want to see is kickboxing. Like, I want to see a lot of the Muay Thai. You know, I want to see a lot of, like, the Shotokan styles and stuff like that. And I get hella bored with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah, exactly. Knockout or nothing. Like, fuck all this arm lock shit. Exactly. Like, I want fights. Let me be honest with you, chat. I want fights like when Don Fry fought against Takayama. I think every fight should look like that. That should be every MMA fight. Don Fry versus Takayama. That's the perfect fight to me. Like, I'm okay shelling out for pay-per-view for that fight right there. But, like, if I'm going to watch two guys just, like, spoon each other on the ground while trying to grab each other's knee and, like, rotate it into a leg lock, like, it's not worth paying for. Shit's boring. I feel like if you fuck with Don Fry, there's a really good chance he'll kill you. He just has that look to him. Like, I feel like if you mess with Don Fry, you might not survive it. He seems like a guy that'll end you. Like, some guys seem like really, really nice, and like, you know, fighting is in the ring for them, but outside the ring, they're really nice dudes. Don Fry seems like he'd kill you. Like, Don Fry seems like he's kind of a terrifying human being. He's got that mustache, too. It just exudes power, bro. I don't understand how people lose to McGregor. He literally does the same thing every fight. It's just like, you know that he's going to hit you with that left straight. You know it's coming. Like, how does everybody get hit by it? Literally everyone eats that left straight. You know it's coming. How does it keep hitting all of you? Like, this man, oh my goodness. Like... Literally every fight with McGregor is the same. He stands back and he tries to grab your hand, and then the second he gets a good grip on one of your hands, he hits you with that straight left. Every time. And it's just like people keep falling for it over and over again. It's so frustrating to watch. I think it's because they just give McGregor feeder fights. Like, they never make him fight anybody that can actually, like, fight him. Like, they did the same thing with Rousey. Is like, they never actually gave her, like, real fights. They just keep giving her, like... They just keep, like, giving her, like, paper tiger fights. I think they do the same thing with McGregor because he's marketable and he makes money. Like, I'm pretty sure Dana doesn't actually put them in any fights where they have a chance of losing. Because, like, has McGregor fought Khabib again? Because, like, you know Khabib's going to snap him in half again. You know, like, did that ever happen? Because, like, I heard tell that, like, Khabib was going to fight McGregor again, right? And then it just, like, never happened. And that's when I started being suspicious that, like, this whole thing is rigged to, like, keep the most marketable fighters, like, at the top of the league, basically. Because, like, anywhere else, like, that fight would have happened, like, overnight with the rematch, with how much money it made between McGregor and Khabib. Like, and yet it still hasn't, despite the money, which makes me think that, like, maybe there's something going on here. But anyways, I digress. I'm not a big McGregor guy. The whole, like, bravado thing doesn't work for me. I took Muay Thai when I was a kid. And that was, like, one of the first things they teach you in martial arts is that you're, like, not here to learn how to fight. You're here so that you don't have to fight. Like, you're here so that, like, you're learning that, like, yeah, you could take this guy out, but, like, you don't have to. Like, you're here to learn to fight so that you can learn to walk away. And McGregor is kind of the opposite of how I was taught. I guess. Never been a big McGregor guy. Yeah, it's about self-betterment. And, like, training yourself, not about being a blowhard and fighting everybody who looks at you wrong. Oof. That man got clipped for 117 damage. Here, you throw rocks. I'll throw javelins. We'll exchange them. We done here? Oh, there's one little guy way over there running away. Just like, don't, please, no. This reminds me of Tahoe right here for some reason. Like this weatherscape and then like the trees and like the snow. There's just like a lot more dead guys here. I don't want to do that tournament. That tournament's going to turn into a spear fight, dude. They're going to make me do a spear fight, and it's going to be awful. I don't want to do a spear tournament. Spear tournaments make my heart hurt. Make my heart hurt big bad. Is it even worth it to do blacksmithing anymore in 1.3? Or did they just, like, nerf that into the ground? I mean, I'm sure there's some dead guys in Tahoe. Reno's, like, right there. So, like, you know, the mob, they probably ran quite a few bodies down to the bottom of Lake Tahoe. I bet you there's a few boxes chained down to the bottom of that lake if you really drag it. I got the fancy mail from a tournament. It's still good for money? Okay, we'll do that then. Get a little bit of the old... oh, that's trade. Never mind. I wanted Smiven. There we go. And then for throwing... yeah, accuracy's nice. I like accuracy. That's fun. Let's go find some more tournaments down Botanian Way. Or maybe in Imperial territory. Imperial tournaments are easy because they're all milk drinkers. Let's see here. Some more ponies, you say? Yes, I will take thy pony, sir. But yeah, I haven't been a big fan of MMA for a while. Mostly due to the shift in the old meta of the fighting style to go towards, like, grappling. We can go to Lagatha. That's fine. Why are you going around that way? Couldn't you, like, go down there and come down the hill? Yeah, I heard they nerfed, like, pottery shops and stuff and made them not as good. Am I going for a specific army composition? Mostly Sturgians, in all honesty. I plan on joining the Sturgian faction and just seeing how it goes because I heard the Sturgians got some buffs. And so as of right now, I've done a campaign as Vlandians, Batanians, Imperials. I'm hoping they diversify the Imperials a bit and make each of the Imperial factions have, like, different units. So, like, one group of the Imperials are kind of like, you know, late Greek. One is like Roman, you know, like I kind of wish that they would diversify it a little bit. One is like Carthaginian. Probably not, Nat Monster. My house kind of sucks. Like, I see other YouTubers do that shit and they're like, all right, this is where the magic happens. Welcome to my 1,200 square foot fucking kitchen. I'd be out on, like, my front porch being like, yeah, just step over the dead guy and the broken glass. There you go. I left the chain link open. Yeah, the chain link fence is open. That's open. Just don't look the pit bull in the eye. Don't look the neighbor's pit bull in the eye. Don't look him in the eye. Look at me. Don't look at him. Look at me in the house. In the house. Do not acknowledge in the house. Thank you. This is my 150 square foot shanty. In the background, you can hear the percussive gunfire of gang conflict. What you're hearing right there is what was that right there? That's a Colt 1911. It's very, very common. Yay! We found one. Hey, what's up, Lord? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. It's weird because my neighborhood doesn't, like, look that bad, but, like, it's definitely got its moments. Sometimes it's just like, what is going on out here? You just, like, close the shades and be like, nope, not today. Not today, Lord. Not today. There we go. I'm trying to come across on this guy, but he's not letting it happen, man. Oh, that one went over his head. Kind of sucks. I gotta land headshots, too, because he's got really good gear.
You're dead.
There we go. Finally. Took a little bit. Hey, don't make fun of my head wrap. I'll have you know Lord Voldemort is underneath this thing, okay? Once I get the Philosopher's Stone, it's about to be on point.
Hey, my man. Love the stuff.
Hey, what's up, Kelro? Thanks for the 32 months, dude. Appreciate it.
Stay safe and all that jazz. I'll be learning. Peace.
This guy's got pretty good gear, too. What? You just gonna sit there? You want to fight? What, are we like friends now? Like, why are you just sitting there, dude? Go off, my guy.
Oh, almost missed that one. Is this the last round, or we still have one more after this? Did they? We had a fucking drug drive-through where like they could move the, so like they converted their backyard into like a concrete pad so you could pull your car in through their side yard. Like they had a gate that would rotate outwards. You would pull in, buy whatever it is you're going to buy, and then they'd open up the other side and you drive back out. So it was basically like a Wendy's for crack. Although realistically nowadays it's probably meth. This is going to take a while. Oh, never mind. He's down. Yeah, Milos is kind of small. Milos is fierce, though. It makes up. Imperial over Imperial. Round kettle over Imperial padding. Sorry, I'm bad at reading. That happened in my old neighborhood that I was living in. Like, I was sitting there recording videos, and there was, like, this annoying fucking sound in the background that I kept hearing. It was like, guh, 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 guh. Like, what the fuck is that sound? Like, and it kept happening, like, every 5 minutes or so. And so, like, I paused the recording, and I go out in the front yard, and there's, like, 3 vans in front of a house, like, 2 doors down, like 100 cops out there with riot shields, and the sound was the battering ram on the front door. They were knocking the doorknob off the front door. It was so fucking loud, dude. You gotta be kidding me. It was so loud. Like, I figured it'd be noisy, but, like... Why are you, my helmet's not dorky. Look at this. This is like the peak of medieval protection right here. We're looking good. We're ready to rock. Look, I got extra band-aids around my arm just in case I need them. Guys, would you watch me play DayZ? Because I kind of want to try out DayZ now that Livonia is out. Real talk. I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't played DayZ standalone since it came out, so it would probably be a fucking clusterfuck. But at the same time, we could mess with people and like roleplay and then spend 45 minutes running from one spot to another. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em. Know when to walk away. Know when to run. I keep hitting the escape key when I finish my upgrades. You can't count your money while you're sitting at the table. I did. I just beat a whole bunch of people to death for the right to wear a bedpan on my head. Because this is America, goddammit.
Archers, move!
This is America. Don't catch you slipping, though.
Make a shield
Dun,
wall.
dun. Oh, look at that. You don't have to move them now. They can shield wall in place. Well, at least they fixed that. Boop, 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 boop. It's more of a rimmed booby. I guess I sort of see it. It's kind of like, if it's a boob, though, it's like a missile titty. You ever wonder, so like, there's a bunch of jokes about the way that boobs are shaped. Like, there's like weird boobs out there in the world. You know, like pepperoni nipples, missile titties, like all that kind of stuff. You ever wonder if like women have a whole bunch of stereotypes about like dongs and like balls that we just never hear because like we don't talk about that stuff? You ever think about that? Like, bro, What if there's like dong and like ball stereotypes and we just never hear about it because we're not on that side of the fence, you know what I mean? You have been called a thumb in a turtleneck. I mean, that's more or less. I feel like that description would work for most dudes. You know, unless they got the old pinch and snip when they were born. Which, by the way, how is that fucking still a thing? Be humble, sit down. Be humble, sit down. I haven't heard that song in forever. That song's a banger. I wish Kendrick did more songs that were hella hard like that one. Like a lot of Kendrick's like a master lyricist.
Raise your shields!
But like a lot of his songs are too smooth for me. Like, see, my playlist is all, like, my hip-hop playlist is all, like, the Jacka, Game, like, YG. Like, I like stuff that goes hard in the paint, you know what I mean? So sometimes I wish that Kendrick had a few more tracks that were slappers on top of being, like, lyrically genius, you know? Like, Kendrick's still dope and everything. But, like, sometimes I want to hear something that bangs. Alright, Kill Switch, I'll see you later, man. Thanks for being here. Sometimes I feel like I have too many, like, strongly held opinions to be successful on Twitch, chat. Like, sometimes I feel like I need to be a more milquetoast human being. But, like, I have opinions about things, and people ask, and so they get to hear them unadulterated, you know? Like, it's just, I can't help myself. If somebody asks, I'm allowed to go off. Beast, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome on in. You've been knighted in the Nerd Castle. I got like a frog in my throat right now, and it won't go away. It's like all itchy. Chat, when was the last time you ate frog? Well, no, but see, I'm not strong enough though. Like, there's two directions you can go with it. You either, like on Twitch, you either have to be super bland so that you offend nobody, or you've got to be like full off the rails, you know, like Keemstar, just piss everybody off with everything you say. There's like no in between. You see what I mean? "2 minutes since you last ate a frog." Good for you, man. You've never eaten frog? It's pretty good, man. Deep fried frog legs are cracking. How do I feel about Applebee's? God. I feel like their portions are too goddamn small and expensive is how I feel about Applebee's! If I wanted a microwave food, I'd fucking do it at home. My mom's like favorite restaurant is Applebee's. Which should tell you a lot about how boring the culinary choices were at my house growing up. Danky, thank you for the 2 months, dude. Appreciate it. Like, hey, a tournament. Nice, dude. Let's do it. I'm ready. I don't know, man. There's so many good local places that you can go to like, support local business owners that, like, I just don't get why anybody would go to, like, Applebee's. Like, it's such a subpar, terrible place to eat. I think we should be good even if we go down. I think we should be alright. Oh! Oh! Be ye styled upon! Be ye smote! How you gonna lose a 2v1, bro? So, chat, I need to discuss something with you. I watched The Lighthouse 2 days ago, and I did not enjoy it at all. And so, as I tend to do when I'm looking to masturbate my own ego, I went online to go find people that agree with me. And what I found is that most people really liked the movie. And I was like, that movie was basically Gummo in a lighthouse. It had no point. It was like an art film. But apparently everybody else felt differently. And it kind of upset me. I don't know. Like, I thought to myself, how can you really fuck up with Willem Dafoe being like an old pirate man? But The Lighthouse was a bad movie in my opinion. And nobody seems to agree with me. Oh, we gotta fight another team? Dude. How are my teammates always so goddamn far ahead of me? Always. Like these guys have legs that are made out of wheels. I still wish that I could command my guys in the tournament. Like I could tell them to go do stuff. Like I wish that that was an option still. What are we doing here? Are we fighting or like what's happening? Oof, flipped him. Well, I felt like Robert Pattinson changed his accent like 5 times during that movie. Like at the beginning he was Irish, and then like midway through he's from Boston, and then like 3/4 of the way through now he was from like New York or something. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I liked the first half of the movie, and then I felt like the second half they just gave up on having a plot or a narrative, and then just, like, tried to make the whole thing out to be as psychotically crazy as possible, which is what I mean when I said it turned into, like, an art film. I really liked The Mandalorian. I thought it was, like, probably some of the only good Star Wars since Rogue One. Like, it's one of the only good Star Wars things that's happened since Disney took over. Because, like, say what you will about George Lucas, at least George Lucas cared. Whereas, like, I feel like Disney, like, everything they do with Star Wars is just cynical. Whereas, like, George Lucas may not have been the best, but he cared. Like, he tried. Like, he always looked excited when he was doing shit. You know, like... Hey, what's up, Covert? How you doing? But yeah, I liked The Mandalorian. It, like, so The Mandalorian, like, the middle couple episodes get kind of boring, but then they bring it back near the end. It's definitely, like, it's not hit or miss. It's like the first couple episodes are really good, the middle couple are like, eh, and then the last couple are really good. Like, it's... I don't know, it's episodic. It's like Firefly or whatever, so, like, every episode has its own, like, self-contained plot. I don't know, that's what Mandalorian reminded me of, is it really reminded me of Firefly. With its kind of episodic but connected nature. Like, I think that's probably why I liked it, is because... I'm one of those people that holds the opinion that Firefly is one of the greatest fuck-ups in television history. Like, I truly believe Firefly would have gotten as big as, like, Star Trek and whatnot if it had really been given a fair chance and Fox hadn't just endoed it into the ground with dumb decisions. Like, I still rewatch Firefly probably every month and a half or so. Like, it's kind of my soul show. Like, Firefly is kind of my life sucks show. Like, you have like a comfort show, basically, like something you watch when life just blows ass and like everything is terrible, but it like recenters you and makes you feel better for some weird reason. Firefly is that show for me. Like, anytime I'm feeling shitty or like down or depressed, I rewatch Firefly. AK, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. You've been knighted in the Nerdcastle. Glad to have you. I've heard good things about The Expanse, but I haven't sat down and watched it yet because people said it's kind of a heavy watch. They said it's not like an easy show. Like, they said it's kind of like Game of Thrones where you like need to be paying attention. I really, really want season 2 of The Boys, like, fiercely. The Boys was actually some of the best television I've seen in a really, really long time. And so, The Boys season 2, I'm probably going to binge watch the day that it drops. I'll stay up all night if I have to, but The Boys was surprisingly fucking good. But then again, I'm a massive Carl Urban fan too. I think Carl Urban and like Giovanni Ribisi and like a couple other actors are super underutilized in Hollywood. Like, they're all like crazy talented, but like they just don't get roles and they just don't get cast in things for some reason. What do I feel about Bannerlord? I really, really like Bannerlord. I feel like Tailworlds is fiddling with shit that doesn't need to be fiddled with a lot of their patch changes. Like, they should focus on bug fixing and increasing quality of life. And instead, I feel like they've made a couple of changes that actually make the quality of life worse and, like, take the game backwards. And so, like, I just think they need to slow down, just breathe for a second, and focus on bug fixes and focus on performance fixes. And then they can fuck with the economy and, like, mess with the balancing and everything else. Like, I don't know. Like, they keep messing with stuff in the campaign that doesn't make sense to me. Like, so you'll have something that makes, like, 450 dinars, like, a day, you know what I mean? And they'll, like, out of nowhere nerf it, you know? When there's already, like, so few ways to make money in this game. People found, like, the 3 or 4 ways to make money and actually, like, get going and get moving in your campaign a little bit faster, and they nerfed it. Like, they keep messing with the economy and, like, fiddling with things that I don't think need to be fiddled with. Like, it's a single-player game, you know what I mean? Like, if the players want to break it and, like, fuck up the economy, it's a single-player game, you know? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, them messing with things and breaking things doesn't affect anybody else's gameplay experience. Like, when I was playing here on Twitch, like, I was choosing not to use certain exploits to make money and whatnot, because that's not fun to me, but, like, I don't begrudge anybody that wants to use it, you know what I mean? Like, if they want to use it to accelerate their gameplay and get to the fun part of the game, which is sieges and stuff like that a little bit faster, go for it, you know? But they seem to be really, really overly obsessed with the economy and, like, the ways that players make money, which is actually sort of surprising to me. Because I felt like, all things considered, outside of, like, 1 or 2 exploits, the release client was actually fairly balanced in making money. Way more balanced than Warband ever was. Like, I could farm money like an animal in Warband. Like, easy peasy. See, I heard that, like, caravans were getting wiped out instantly right now, like, in the current builds. Like, people were having trouble keeping their caravans alive because they get instantly annihilated, like, the second they leave town. Yeah, like, that's what I mean, is they need to stop messing with the economy, gamer, and they need to start messing, like, with making the perks work and stuff. Exactly. That's exactly my point. Like, I don't want to say anything, like, out of turn at the developers, because I don't believe in doing that with what I do for a living. But I do think they need to stop obsessing about the economy and focus on bug fixing. Just my opinion.
Pulled pork sliders.
Excessively salty. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. You've been knighted in the Nerd Castle. Caravans get messed up, but now we have the option to get caravans with stronger units. So, like, you can hire stronger guards or something. Man. Costs 50, so it costs you like 23,000 for a caravan instead of 15. Guys, I have a confession to make. I reinstalled Tarkov this morning. I logged in and I just sat there on the inventory screen like, do I really want to do this? Like, I really don't want to play it again, but part of me really wants to play it again. Like, I'm not going to stream it, so there's nothing for you guys to be excited about. Like, if I stream Tarkov, it'll be like a cold day in hell. Like, it'll just be me playing by myself if I end up playing it again. Like, it won't get streamed. But I've been sitting on the fence. Just being like, well, I mean, I was using Hunt Showdown as my replacement for Tarkov. But then the Hunt Showdown devs shat the bed with the most recent patch, and so, like, it's not fun anymore. And so, like, I want to play an asymmetrical PvP game, like an asymmetrical PvP shooter again, you know. But, like, the one that I was playing got ruined by a really bad patch, and I'm not enjoying it anymore, so... Leo, what's up? Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Midnight in the Nerd Castle. McLeod, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome on into the Nerd Castle. What was that sub right there? That was... Oh, my God. I can't see. Joseph the Oracle. Thank you for the 7 months. Appreciate that, dude. I'm going to go tinkle. I think I got to take a little boys' room break, chat. So give me a second. I'm going to go to the boys' room, knock that out real fast, take care of business. And then I will return. Why did I stop playing Tarkov? It kind of outgrew me. Like, when they did the drops thing, it blew up. And, like, the entire directory. So I've been playing the game for a couple of years. And, like, it was pretty rare that anybody outside of Pestily had more than, like, 100 or so viewers on Tarkov when I was doing it. And then the game blew up and got hella huge, like Call of Duty. And, like, I couldn't place anymore in the directory or whatever, which kind of means that streaming it is somewhat pointless if you can't, like, be in, like, the top 5 or 6. Like, you don't have to like it, but that's the way that Twitch works. Like, if you can't be, like, in the top 5 listings, like, it's not a good look, you know what I mean? And so, anyways, the game blew up and became, like, the next Fortnite, and I couldn't place anymore. In addition, I kind of just didn't like the way that BSG handled labs. Like, I feel like labs really ruined a lot of what made Tarkov fun. Just making loot so prevalent and so easy to get. Just turned the game into, like, a massive Gen 4 fest, which was just kind of like... I started playing Tarkov back when there was, like, scarcity. And, like, it was hard to get things. And, like, now it just feels like there's, like, loot everywhere because of, like, the addition of maps that just have tons and tons of locked rooms and whatnot. That all have, like, top-tier stuff in them. And so anyways, that kind of took the wind out of my sails too, as I kind of liked how scroungy the game used to be. Like, I really liked how back in the day with Tarkov, like, if you had, like, a fully kitted M4, that was dope, and that was, like, hard to get your hands on, you know what I mean? And, like, if you lost it, it hurt. And if you looted one, it was exciting. And I feel like Tarkov has lost that now that they have, like, labs and reserve and all the maps that basically just, like, shit good gear on top of you. And for me, I think that was part of what was appealing about the game, was really trying to get your hand on cool loot and it being very, very rare. Be bad at the game like me. Now, he's got to play like a rat, man. You got to play like a fucking filthy rat, dude. That's how you get good at Tarkov, is you don't play fair, you don't take fights, you only kill people that have their backs turned. Just play that game like a rat, and you'll be rich by, like, tomorrow. Like, you just gotta, like, think to yourself, what would an awful, dishonorable piece of shit do? And do that thing, and you'll be successful at Tarkov. But anyways, I'm gonna go take a piss. I'll be right back, chat, after I bleed the old lizard. Ugh. Commander Chung, what's up, dude? Thank you for the 7 months, dude. Appreciate it. Very, very kind of you. Let's keep running down banditos out here. I usually, until I have my first enterprise, don't take people up to max level. I keep them at like the second to last, like the level 4 or whatever, because it's a little bit more manageable financially. Dude, my pee was like unbelievably yellow. It was like vibrantly, glowingly yellow. Like it was like radioactive pee. I don't even know. It was like you know, like those shorts in like the 90s that were like day glow. It was like day glow yellow.
Move! Infantry, move!
No, not like dark yellow. Like I'm not talking about like the saturation of the yellow. I'm talking about like how eye-woundingly bright it was. Like I don't know if it was just catching the light wrong or like what. But like damn. Yeah, WebMD says I have prostate cancer. I have 4 weeks to live. Oh, I can have 49 troops now? Dude, well, what have I been doing? Let's have 42 troops then. Oh, place got looted. Feels bad. Do need to find some jobs, though. They make a little bit more money. Either that or some, like, equitable trades. Actually, yeah, let's go down to Vlandian territory and we'll do some trading. You can usually do some pretty good hustles down there. In Botania and in Vlandia, you can usually hustle pretty hard. Make a bunch of, like, just flipping and whipping money.
Arrow, move!
Arrow!
Soldiers! Move! Form a shield wall!
Definitely put your shields up. If you're not putting your shields up, you're doing it wrong. Look at this rich bastard over here. He got 2 shirts. What's that thing for right there? So, like, he's got, like, his tunic on, right? And then he's got, like, a Jesus sash over the top of it. What is the Jesus sash for? Like, functionally, there's got to be some reason why he's wearing a Jesus sash, right? Like, what does that part do? It's like a blanket or something?
Charge!
Ah! He moved. Yeah, I feel like they definitely overbuffed the looters. Like, I don't think looters should be downing top tier troops and shit. He puts his phone in there. It's just like an old medieval pocket. He stitches his Girl Scout badges onto it. I got my stabbing badge. That viciously wounding badge is going to look great next to my eyes. Everybody knows you never mess with a Girl Scout that has the viciously wounding badge. It's a mistake. What's up, Bort? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. City, how you doing? Welcome on in. How's life? Is it good? Or is it subpar to somewhat terrible? Like, I feel like it's mostly subpar to somewhat terrible now that we're all in lockdown 24 hours a day. Quarantine is really driving me crazy. I am really struggling right now with quarantine. Like, I know that I have to do it, but at the same time, I just want a taco. Like a dope taco from like a taco truck.
Archers! Move!
Yeah, dude, you just like find that like little things are irritating when you're trapped in the house and you have no like release valve for your stress or whatever. Nah, dude, I'm usually out like all weekend. I use my weekends to blow off steam super hard because I work so much during the week. I'm almost always hanging out with friends or going out to restaurants or seeing movies and going doing stuff with my wife.
Kill them all!
And I can't do that. Like, I can't blow off steam, and so like it's just like all the frustrations of my work week are just piling up, and it's been like 2 months. Just like, ugh. You don't realize how much you use that de-stress time until you don't have it anymore. I wish I could still auto-resolve looters. That's the one thing I miss the most right now. Auto-resolving looters, man, it was like living in the promised land. Hey, Kill Switch, thank you for the 3 months, man. I really appreciate that.
AE Splatty, here's to 3. Gave subs earlier because I bet you a few weeks that you wouldn't do it, and look at you now.
Oh, yeah, dude. When I dedicate to something, I'm usually pretty strong on willpower. Also, my wife bet me I couldn't do it, which made it turned it into a contest, and so...
Moving forward!
My wife knows exactly how I work mentally. And she was like, I bet you can't even do it anyways. And I was like, the fuck I can't! And so here we are 3 weeks later, not smoking.
Attack!
But like, if the combat AI is raised, shouldn't my guys be better and most smarter too?
Form a shield wall! Footman! Charge!
Man, my archers didn't get anybody. Usually you hope that they pick off, like, at least a couple before the battle lines are drawn. What's up, Kill Switch? Quitting smoking was pretty weak. I feel like without nicotine, I've definitely lost a fun-loving, party-type chunk of my personality that's never coming back. That being said, probably a good habit to break. There's only 5 mountain bandits in there. Do any of you guys want to pay me to kill those mountain bandits? Because I will do it if you pay me. If you guys don't want to pay me, it's going to stay there, and I'm just going to let them pillage and maraud you forever. Alright, pillage and maraud it is. I mean, I was looking forward to maybe helping out a little bit, but I guess if nobody has any money rattling around the old coin purse, if you're good at something, you never do it for free. That's a rule of life. 33 looters, good God. It's my opinion on the color blue. I don't mind it. I would say it's solid like A tier. Like, I don't know, chat. Let's make a tier list of the colors. Let's make a tier list of like the primary colors. I think that's a good plan for right now. Let me just go ahead and get my paint open here. All right. So like really, actually, we could probably do this better in PaintNet. 1 second. Let me get PaintNet up. All right. So let's talk about tiers here, chat. Let's talk about what we got going on here. So like our tier list for colors as it stands right now is like, I got to go like canvas size. We're going to bump this up to like, there we go. We'll put this in 1080p, right? We'll put this in some 1080p. And then I'm going to need like a rectangle right here. And we're just going to kind of like divide this up, okay? We're going to put that down like right there. And then we're going to just kind of like, we're going to like move it over to like right there. That's fine. All right. So let's take a look at our color palette here. We got our color palette. So our first color choice here, our first color option, and we're going to put this on a separate layer just to make it all work a little bit better. But like our first color option, bow. Red. A solid classic, right? That might be a little too large. We might have to take that down a little bit. Our next color, blue. Oh, it turned that. Never mind. I got to... there we go. Fucking PaintNet. All right. And then we got like blue, right? Okay. I feel it. I feel it. Good color right there. Like, we're not going to get into shades and whatnot, okay? We're just going to stick with, like, the standard Roy G. Biv, okay? So we've got red. We got blue. We need orange up in here. All right. Let's... Oh, shit. That was the gradient. We don't want to do that. All right. So now we got orange. So there's orange. We need yellow. Yeah, that's cool. That's whatever. That can stay there. I'll do orange again. That's fine. All right. We still haven't worked green into this equation just yet. So I feel like we should definitely work green in. It's personally who, you know, I'm voting for. Apparently indigo needs to be on here somewhere. And purple needs to be on here, I guess. Like, indigo is kind of like this color right here, right? That's like an indigo, right? And then we need like a nice solid purple. There we go. So now we got purple. So now what we need to do is we need to divide this stuff up into tiers. So like my opinion is such that, where's my little drawing thing at? So we have like, oh, that's not wide enough. 1 second. We got to get this brush width taken care of. All right. So what we want to do here is we have like, that might be too thick. Let's take it down a little bit. This is like S tier. Up here, okay? And then we got like A tier right here. And then we got like B tier. And then we'll call the last tier just like C tier. There we go. That's perfectly fine by me. And then what we got to do is we're going to make some columns over here just to keep things fucking organized because we're not a bunch of savages, chat. All right, we got to format this thing properly, all right? This is not the 4th grade. You're not going to get a passing degree if you phone this in. Hey, fucker, do what I told you to do. Why is it not doing it? Something weird has taken place. There we go. All right, there's our B tier right there. And then we're going to take like our C tier as like the final setup. Move out of the way, palette. You're not helpful right now. All right, we've got an extra column. Let's not worry about that. We'll just call this like, I don't know. What do we want to call this column? We'll call this like extra column, nobody cares. There we go. So that's like, that's good right there. We'll just keep that nice and labeled. All right, so we've got our colors right now. I personally am of the opinion. Let's move some shit around for a second. Like, I think that red and blue are solid S tier, all right? I think they're standardized classics. You can feel free to disagree with me here. All right? I think that, like, for me personally, yellow is, like, C tier. I'm not down with yellow unless it's, like, gold. So we'll just file that over there. Purple, I would say purple is, like, solid A tier. That's what I would say. Orange, I probably put that down, like... see, I grew up in the 80s where everything was yellow, orange, and, like, brown. Like, every single layout was that, so I kind of don't like it. But anyways, like, indigo, we got to have somebody fill in, like, the B slot, right? Because we don't have anything in it, so I'll put that right there. But just for, like, me personally, I feel like this is a pretty good layout right here. Like, I feel like this is a pretty good tier list of the colors. And this is going to have to get smaller. Sorry, I need you to fit in there. So, like, I feel like, you know, we may not have, like, a really good tier list, but I feel like this is pretty close for me personally. Like, I feel like that's, if you're going red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, like, I feel like this is a pretty good tier list for me. Like, I think I could be persuaded to take red down to A tier. Just me personally. What color is indigo? I gotta Google indigo. All right, give me a second. I gotta close down my... Listen, I don't know what's gonna pop up when I put shit into my browser, okay? Oh, indigo's like purple? The fuck is the difference between indigo and violet then? They look the fucking same to me. For some reason, I thought indigo was like a blue. The shit is the difference between indigo and violet, dude? They look like the same goddamn color to me. Like, look at this fucking color thesaurus, dude. This shit is stupid. Hold on. Look at it. Alright, so, like, look at this color thesaurus right here. Like, how is indigo any different than purple? That's the same goddamn color. That's like a more deeply saturated purple. That's all that it is. Indigo is like the kingly purple, and then violet is just like the purpley purple. Fine. So apparently, I personally don't know what indigo looks like. So we gotta find indigo now. I think we're gonna have to break this out right here if we really want to make this happen. Like, I feel like indigo is kind of like over here. Like right there, you know what I mean? It's kind of like a purpley, it's kind of a purpley hybrid with blue. Okay, so let's take indigo back in here. And so we gotta swap out the tier list. So like purple, that purple sucks compared to this purple. All right, I feel as though this purple is the superior purple. So we'll bring this back over here into A tier. There we go. So there you go. There's my tier ranking for colors, chat. That's my colored tier list right there. In case you ever asked yourself, hey, what colors does Splat like the best? Well, like, are we talking like orange the flavor? You know what I mean? Like, we're talking orange flavor. We're talking orange the color, because orange the color is definitely C tier. But, like, if we really want to, like, all right, hold on, chat. All right, hold on. We doing this. Like, just give me a second, chat. Give me a minute. Oh, it's because we got a selection box. That is not the color that I was looking for. Also, where did my, My color palette disappeared on me, chat. My easel. Well, god damn it. Why would it randomly close my easel? That's upsetting. I'm going back to the game. This is stupid. Make a tier list of numbers? I mean, I feel like we could do that, but you'd swap red and orange. See, I'm not down with orange. I just don't like orange. I like the flavor of orange. The flavor of orange is cool, but the color of orange is just like eye-piercing. Apparently we doing the cookie horde thing. Alright. So listen here, Chatterinos. Listen here. We have 265 billion cookies. I think I should just make some of my stuff more efficient. Yeah, dude, they gave us like 15 million more yield. That definitely was the advantageous choice, even though it didn't feel like it. We can get some more shipments, I guess. Or we can still just keep, like, endoing into 150 cursors. Oh, shit. We get 1 trillion fingers. Dude! Yes, the multiplier. That's what's up. We're getting there, chat. We've slowed down a little bit, but I think we will be the cookie manufacturer of legend. It's just going to take us a little bit of time to get it done. Alright, so what was I doing? Need to come up with a money-making scheme, so I think we were heading on over to some of the more profitable areas of the map just to run objects around to increase the amount of money objects we have. Bound and dude, have you guys seen the new game? It's coming out on Epic. It's from the lead designer of Civ 4. It's called Old World. I have it. I have the game, and it's pretty fun. It's like somebody took Civ and mixed it with Crusader Kings. So, like, the main gameplay is like Civ, but it's like they took all the branching path decisions and all the dynasty and, like, marriage and, like, children's systems from Crusader Kings and put it into Civ. It's pretty cool from what I've played so far. Like, a lot of the animations aren't in, and a lot of the music and stuff isn't in, but it is fun. I enjoyed it. I was going to upload it today, but people threw such a shit fit about the last Epic video that it scared me out of doing 2 Epic videos in a row. Like, I got bullied so hard on the first one that I figured I'd space it out a little bit. It's called Old World. 2 words. But yeah, it's like Civ if you could have like a family and like assassinate your family members and they could try to assassinate you and like all kinds of other stuff. It's pretty cool. I dug it. Yeah, dude. I get pooped on whenever I cover anything that's on Epic. Those linens are pretty cheap, I think. Like, I get that some people don't like Epic and they've made a decision not to buy, and I'm fine with that, but why does that mean they have to be mean to me? You know what I mean? Like, why does your decision have to be my decision? Am I obligated to cover things on Epic? No. They tried to get me into a contract to make me obligated, but I said no because I don't want my business to run like that. I want to be able to pick and choose what I feature. So, like, I pick everything on my channel. Like, yeah, nobody, like, controls my job. Like, I'm in charge of pretty much everything that happens on the channel. I feel like that silver is really cheap unless they nerf silver. Did they nerf silver? Because 130 seems kind of low for silver. No, I'm like fine with people not buying stuff from the Epic storefront. Like I get not wanting another downloader and being like frustrated because there's exclusivity or whatever. I understand that aspect of it. But like it seems like people just like lose their shit when they find out anybody buys anything on it, and I don't really care about having to click one more time to open a different downloader. Especially if it means that developers get paid much better than they would than if they were on Steam. Like it's just like, eh. Sorry, I'm always gonna side with the developers over the giant billionaire monopoly. But anyways, I digress. I was going to put up a video on Old World this morning, but people threw a shit fit about the last Epic video, and so I decided to space it out a little bit, just to keep the bullying to a minimum. Usually these guys have hardwood for really cheap, but I'm not seeing it here. Maybe it's up north. They haven't been caught red-handed. There's like one JSON file called tracking in there, and it's used to track the sales for creators like me when we do videos with the sponsored linked or whatever. Like I spent like 4 hours last night going through it, and they haven't been caught with like anything yet. Like it's just people are hella mad, like saying what they might do. I'm like, sorry, that's not how the world works. Like I don't function on mights. I function on like what has happened and like what is concrete. And so, like, once they have done something shady and they've been conclusively caught, that's fine. Like, we can all, you know, not use it anymore. But up until that point, like, I don't know. Hardwood's still kind of expensive. Lion, thank you very much for the 2 months. Appreciate that. Actually, the prices seem to have stabilized over here. Ooh, I'll get these looters though. Did I level these guys up?
Pulled pork sliders.
Bones, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. You've been knighted in the Nerd Castle. Get some of these upgrades knocked out real quick. We've got like a nice little core force right now. When did I make Sturgeon Woodsman? Huh. Yeah, I feel like we've got an okay little core force right now. I need to, these guys, yeah, these guys need to be assigned to infantry because they're skirmishers. So I want them in with the rest of the skirmishers and whatnot. Alright, Areno, see you later, man. Oh yeah, we had the Sea Raider Chief too. Why not? We can throw him in.
Archers, move!
Have they allowed me to recruit T5 or T6 units yet? I can. I mean, it's plausible. I just don't want to pay for them right now. I usually don't have like tier 5, tier 6 units until I've got the income to like pay for them and have like a surplus. I usually keep everybody at tier 4. Because like really, I feel like tier 4 to tier 5 is when it really starts to get pricey to maintain a battle force. Oh, I don't know about that, Isyan. I haven't had any bug like that, but I mean, it's possible.
Infant, make a shield wall!
Damn, these guys routed super hard. Like, we didn't make to kill like half of them. Somebody, like, when I first started playing this was like, dude, you have an honor ranking. And if you kill people that are routing, you lose honor and everyone hates you. And I never verified if that was true or not because it's so much fun to run down people that are routing. Like, I totally get why people join the Dragoons and the Cavalry. No!
Don't leave us!
I don't know. I guess with the Epic thing, I'll end on like, an increasing number of indie games are going to be coming out on Epic. It's clearly at this point not going away. And I cover indie games, and when like every week now, like 20% of the games in the entire industry are coming out on a different platform, it's my job to cover them, and so it kind of is what it is. Like effectively, you would have to go contentless at this point to avoid some of these Epic releases because they are so frequent and high in quality, and so it's just like, well, what are you gonna do? A Batanian Thoroughbred. It's probably a pricey-ass horse. Dude, you gave me the spear. How could you? I want the spear. Hey, what's up, Ninja? How you doing? I'm glad you could make it too. Welcome on in. Oof. At least my team was good, so that's solid. I'm glad my team wasn't a dumpster heap. Yay, they gave me a real weapon. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. My mans came out the gate spicy. Understandable. Oh, shit, this little dude's badass. He actually landed a hit on me. Xenon of the Hills. Wasn't there some, like, Disney Channel show, like, called Xenon or something like that? Of, like, some space-traveling 14-year-old blonde girl or something? Alright, what's up, Lion? Welcome to the stream, man. Bones McJones, thank you for the follow. You've been knighted in the Nerdcast. It's good to have you. Yeah, something like that, Steve. Oh, there's still another fight? I thought we were done, dude. I was already counting all my chickens. Alright. Fine. If I must kill another man to prove my worth to Botania, I shall. How fair is the campaign? It's moving along. We're moving on up. We're moving on up. Do I not bet on myself? No, I don't like gambling. And sometimes weird shit happens in tournaments that you have no control over. And so I'd rather just keep my money where it is. You know, like when it puts you up against a bunch of dudes with battle axes and all you get is a bow. It's just, or you get like a spear duel, which for all intents and purposes is like a measure of who can avoid getting bored the longest, you know? I do think we should probably pick up a battle axe since we're supposed to be a two-handed fighter. It's probably a good idea. Let me check the trade goods out here, though. Clay's pretty cheap, and we could take it to Cianon for 21. Alright. To Cianon. Well, that's because the Gamble Shrine gives you 2 relics. That's different. Like, you always get something out of the Gamble Shrine. Like, you always get 2 relics out of the Gamble Shrine in Risk of Rain. And so if you've got the extra money, it's worth it to just mass dump your cash into it in order to get the 2 free relics. It's not really gambling, because it has a guaranteed outcome if you have enough money. Not only that, it is like the meta decision. The Batanian Thoroughbred is a pretty good horse, and I cannot ride it, for my riding skills are too low, and my name is pleb. Oh, I've got to go to Dunglannis. I came to the wrong place. Okay. Let's go to Dunglannis. Yeah, Wally. There's been a couple of patches since the last time we played, so I figured I'd go from the ground up over the next couple days as we build up and like get things settled on in to just kind of like see what changes and things have been moved around. So far, most of the changes appear to mostly be on the back end. Like, none of them are like front-facing changes. So it's just like changes to the way certain mechanics work, like internally. I haven't seen anything like obviously new that's, you know, presentation based. Money, 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 money. Yeah, we did Wex. I love Stone Shard, dude. I can't wait for that game to come out. Like, I want it to be done so badly right now. It's been so long since I've drank the Kool-Aid on a game and just been like, this game is the second coming and I want it to be out right now. It sucks because it's an early access game, and so I know it's not going to be complete for like 2 years. But goddamn, dude, I want that game to be done so badly. That game is going to be such a dope RPG when it's finished. I just cannot wait. King of Kiwis. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. You've been Knight in the Nerd Castle. For a second, I thought your name was King of K-Swiss. And I was like, man, that's a throwback reference right there. I haven't seen... Does K-Swiss even still exist? Dude, I haven't seen anybody wearing like a fresh pair of K-Swiss whites in forever. You have K-Swiss? All right, you got to post them in Discord. Chat, everyone go to the Discord and look at his shoes. Tell me if they're fresh or not. I'm in the middle of a medieval murder fest right now, so I can't judge the shoes. I don't stand at a good point from which to shoe judge. You never see Adidas with the toe caps either. Like, those are just like gone. I helped. Yeah, dude, I haven't bought new shoes or clothes in so long. Like, I need to, like, redo my entire wardrobe, but it just feels wasteful right now with everything going on in the world. Like, not knowing if you're going to be, like, employed, like, long-term and whatnot. Or, like, you know, if your wife's going to be long-term employed or whatever with everything going on with the world is kind of like a fucking scary feeling. And so I've been hoarding really, really badly lately. Like, trying to cut costs and shit everywhere I can in my finances. Just in case, because you never know. I'll be honest, I can't wait for all this COVID shit to blow over. My body is, like, ready for this to be, like, a non-concern anymore. Eggprawn, thank you for the 38 months. Appreciate that, dude. I do need some endurance for smithing. That's what I'm saying, dude. I'm trying to pull all my money out of the bank and, like, keep it in the walls and shit. I'm not trying to get done in like my great-grandparents got done in. Do I want more trade skill? I don't know. I haven't even really worked on smithing either. Should probably take some more levels. Let's finish off throwing first. Once we finish off throwing, we'll start working on other stuff. Nah, there's safeguards in place. I doubt we'll ever have a Great Depression type drop off again. Just because of like all the random checks and balances they've installed over the last 50 or 60 years to avoid stagflation. Actually, it's not even the Great Depression, it's the 70s fault with the oil embargo and everything. They put in a whole bunch of like market safeguards. and switches and shit to keep that from ever happening again. But still, things are tumultuous right now.
Infantry!
Dude, why are all you guys trying to go after my archers right now? It's kind of a bitch move, bro. Everybody knows that archers aren't allowed to be touched on the battlefield. You leave them alone and let them shoot you until you're all dead. I hate that the rocks make you flinch when they hit like an armored area. Like, I feel like if you get hit like on an exposed surface with a rock, like you should do the flinch animation. Getting smacked with a rock when you're wearing like scale mail and shit and still flinching kind of bums me. I don't know if that's realistic. Somebody go put on a scale mail and let me throw rocks at you so we can test this. I want to see if you flinch. Donnie, thank you for the 13-month resub, dude. I appreciate it. It's very, very kind of you. I'm gonna throw out some gift subs real fast just to keep things fresh out here in these streets. There you go. We'll send those on back out. Alright, we back in this. Should I even bother? I'm not even going to chase these guys down. I don't care. Who do we lose? A recruit? I'm fine with that. Recruits are expendable. It's like the tier 5 troops and shit that you hate to see it when they get killed by a looter. And you're just like, ah! No! Why are their names glowing green right now? Oh, apparently they fixed the trade skill thing. It now like marks these in the colors of like what they're worth. That's kind of cool. It didn't work the last time I played. It didn't even like do anything. Gildor, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. You've been Night in the Nerd Castle. Glad to have you. Dude, somebody's got to have hardwood for a decent price, and it used to be the Botanians. But, like, I've been cruising around, man, and the hardwood prices, like, suck. Like, I want to do some blacksmithing, but goddamn nobody has hardwood. Like, it was usually, like, Dunglanis or, like, Carbanseth that had it, like, just loads of it for hella cheap. But it appears as though that has changed. Go to the villages. Yeah, Wax.
Archers, move!
I need to move stuff around. Like, I feel like if you want to stay, like, current with, like, the world of Twitch memes, you've got to constantly be changing around your shit, like, every other day and just sitting around on live stream fail all day, every day. It's hard to keep up with all the drama-ass shit going on this website. And then make cheeky notifications about all of it to make people laugh. It's difficult. I don't want to say that my job is basically being up on a cross all day, but hey, if I have to, I will.
Infantry! Attack!
Like, it's difficult though because I don't like drama. So there's like some drama I like won't touch with like a 10-foot pole. You know what I mean? Like, there's some stuff that I just don't want to get involved in because both sides are like hella toxic. But like other dramas are only like moderately toxic, so I don't have a problem making fun of everybody involved. I'm like South Park. I don't take a side. I'm just gonna make fun of everybody. Oh, right in the dick. That's my bad, buddy. That's my bad, guy. I didn't mean to oof. Yikes. I was gonna come by and review the tape, but no, that's pretty damning. Yeah. Technically, I think that's like the upper thigh, dude. Yeah, that's like the thigh, bro. I'm off the hook. That's like the hip. We didn't get him in the dick. That's like just below the right hip. So that's kind of like upper thigh. Like, that wasn't a dick shot, okay? It's close. Like, on first review, it seemed suspicious, but on second review, I feel like we're clear. What if I got his nut? Why would his nut be all the way up by, like, his belt line on his hip? What kind of weird-ass nut does this man have where, like, his nut is up on his right hip? Chat, do we have something to confess here? Do you guys keep your nuts up by your right hip? I feel like maybe there's something going on here with people's nuts. Like, nobody's ever told me, like, hey, you got weird nuts, because they don't want to be mean or whatever, make them obsess about it. But, like, if you got nuts that are up by your right hip, like, you got weird nuts, bro. Like, I can't get around this conversation any further. Like, somebody needs to tell you and just be like, hey, you have weird nuts. Like, you ever met somebody like that where, like, just nobody's ever told them about, like, their own personal oddity? It's just, like, complete. It used to happen all the time when you were, like, 15 or 16 in high school because people don't, like, know anything yet. And so, like, if you were the first one privy to whatever the interesting information was, you had, like, a golden opportunity for somebody to just, like, look really, really dumb. Been told you have small ears. My ears are really floppy. Like, my ears have, like, no cartilage. They're just, like, supremely floppy. Whereas my dad's ears are, like, made out of, like, stone. Apparently that's, like, a genetic thing. You were kind in high school? I doubt it. Nobody was kind in high school. Everybody was just some varying degree of fucking awful. It's just, the real question was, how fucking awful on the awful scale were you? Like, being near the bottom didn't make you nice. It just made you, like, less awful. Junior high was even worse. And ain't nobody innocent on that one. I'm probably not going to make any money off that, but I only bought it for the charcoal anyways. Yeah, I think we lost money right there. I don't know. Maybe the world has changed, but when I was in junior high and high school, most people were barely distinguishable from animals. Yours truly included in that, just for self-awareness purposes.
Archers, move!
luckily, most people seem to grow out of it somewhere through like their mid-20s. Well, you know, like still, high school and middle school were pretty terrible. Like, I was pretty popular. Like, I had lots of friends and everything. Like, went to all the social functions. So, like, if it was that miserable for me, I can only imagine how miserable it was for the people that didn't have that. I think it had to be pretty abysmally awful. Oof. Right to the back with a pointy stick. Ooh, right in the butt cheek. Ooh, back of the head. I want to see if I can punch this guy. Hold on. I want to see if I can actually get the arm to, yeah, the arm actually, he can't like swing down. Maybe if I thrust. Like, maybe if I do one of these. Yeah, there we go. Knock the fuck out. Yes. I love it. Oh, I don't know, Dodge. I think there's a strong argument to be made for most of the throwing weapons probably having the highest damage capacity in the game, other than, like, couched lances. But, like, couched lances are sort of cheesy, so... I honestly, with this game, I would tell people to just run whatever they feel consistent with. Like, whatever you feel like is the most consistent weapon type for you is the one that you should run. Let's take a run over here to Vlandian territory, just see what's going on with them. Fling enemies don't count to as prisoners unless you knock them out, yeah. Two-handed weapons and bow. I feel like the bow is weird in this game. Like, I feel like it never quite tightens up the way that it did in Warband. Like, in Warband, you started out terrible with the bow. But, like, I feel like with this game... Like, I'll put, like, 60 levels into archery, and I still feel like it's got hella spread on it. Ooh, I get to be the horsey mans. Oh, everybody is a horsey mans. Okay. Out of the way! Somebody just leaving their derelict horse in the middle of the street. Get out of here. Oh, there it is. There it is. Alright, now's where things get fun. I don't know if I want him off the horse or on the horse. Each comes with see you in hell. See you on the ground, bro. Yeah, like, either way is going to be problematic. I think I should get to the next round no matter what, but still. Ooh, got him. Had to take a risk. That could have gone either way. That was sort of rolling the dice in Mountain Blade. But I didn't want that to... Ooh, another spears on horses' fight. Okay. Whoa, that was a good little stab right there. I'll take it. Oh, and he's gone. Go to sleep. I don't know if this is actually a lance. I think this is just a mounted spear. I knew you were going to be back there. There's always one of them following you while you're trying to attack somebody else. Always. It's like inevitable. There we go. Get him off there. Oh, we're together now. Okay. Ooh, blocked it. I did not expect that. Grand, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. You've been knighted in the Nerd Castle. Not only did he block it, he fucking chamber blocked it, bro. He chambered me. That's some disrespectful shit right there. Chamber me. Chambering somebody is just like the Mountain Blade equivalent of calling them trash to their face. It's so disrespectful. Felt like that was a hit, but okay. What is chambering? It's like a perfect block. It's basically where you both like strike the same side simultaneously. Okay. There we go. Ooh, he got me. He got me, chat. He got me. Alright, let me see what I can do here. Since he's got a spear too, it makes this whole thing problematic. Yeah, exactly. Because he may get it off first, and the AI has like super bullshit aimbot powers. I think we're gonna lose this actually.
You are dead. For glory.
Well. Oh, really? We pulled it out. Nice. All right, Mumble. I'll see you later. It's a pricey helmet. Looks better than our old one, so I'll take it. Oh, you're gonna watch The Last Kingdom? I think I watched the first season of that. I think. Dude, I hate how your stamina doesn't come back while you're just like riding around the map. They really need to change that. Like, it makes smithing so inconvenient to just have to sit around in town all the time to do it. Like, they sincerely need to make your like stamina come back while you're just traveling. That's like one of my big complaints about this game, is like they made the smithing so obnoxious just to do. You only smith when you have to heal. That's true. I should just mod it. That is the magic. Yeah, just smelt everything. Just smelt all day, every day. But yeah, I wish they would change that. I don't like having to sit around in order to do my smithing. Those Sea Raiders are really tempting because we could get some cool drops out of them, but I think we'll take too many L's. Like, I think we'll have a bunch of people just get smacked if I do that. We can see if there's anything for a good price in here, though. Linen looks pretty cheap. Let's go check Ox Hall. Ox Hall is normally like the center of this entire trade lane. Yeah, we can whack some looters on the way past, too, because why not? Those Sayaxes are giving me, like, steel, which is really, really nice. So that should turn out to be money eventually once I get this all smithed. But yeah, I really do. I really do wish the smithing was a tad more accessible.
Movement forward. Infantry, move. Make a shield wall.
I actually haven't done a whole lot of smithing, which is why I took it on this playthrough. I wanted to play around with it. All right, Mork, I'll see you later. Thanks for being here.
Footmen!
They're going to block the shot from right there. Although, honestly, these village maps are always a little weird anyways.
Infects! Kill them all!
Yeah, you know, just go after them. Whatever. I just need to, like, keep doing these fights to level up my tact. Ooh, right across the brow. No damage, though. It looked like it hurt. It didn't, in actuality, but it looked like it did. Hey, 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 hey. Come here. Don't run inside Bob's house. Bob's house can't save you. Jesus Christ could come down from his throne and Bob's house wouldn't save you. Alright?
Pulled pork sliders.
Igpron Bot. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, Raijin. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that as well. Welcome to the Nerd Castle. Why did it say Igpron Bot though? That's weird if it was you. So like maybe if you like click it a bunch of times or something, it adds like bot to the end? That's interesting. Huh. Or do you have like another account in here? I know any soft metal? I mean, yeah, that's most power metal is pretty soft. I mean, if you're into like, I got some of my playlists. Like sometimes I feel like not listening to anything too crazy. I think Blind Guardian is actually a pretty good candidate. They're like sort of like medieval, you know, kind of like Ren Fair music mixed with metal. Rhapsody of Fire can be like that. Let's see. I mean, I really like Darkmoor for that reason. Darkmoor is kind of like really accessible to people that are into stuff like Rush, but like a little bit heavier. Oh, I get it, Bron. Okay. Yeah, there's lots of bands out there that are varying degrees of heavy. Like Master Plan isn't that hard. They're sort of like power metal. This is Darkmoor. The song is called Maid of Orleans.
The Maid of Orleans.
Orleans! I'll probably hold on to that helmet for when I get a companion. It seems like a waste to sell it. Yeah, exactly. Like Nightwish, Within Temptation, Leaves Eyes. Those are all really good, softer, heavy metal bands. They all have female singers, so I don't know how much he cares about that. I'd say between those, Nightwish is probably the hardest. Within Temptation's in the middle somewhere. I don't know if Dream Theater's more prog, I guess. I can't listen to Dream Theater. Their music bores me. Like, I feel like Dream Theater tries so hard to make their music, like, mathematically satisfying that they fail to make it fun to listen to. And so I can't really do a lot of the bands that are, like, hard prog. Like, I think the furthest I go into, like, prog music is usually, like, Symphony X. The drummer from what lives in your town? From what band? Cowless, thank you for the 26 months. Appreciate that. Afterthought, thank you for the follow. You've been knighted in the Nerd Castle. Glad to have you. Oh, from Dream Theater? Yeah, I find Dream Theater really hard to listen to. I can't really get into it. I had a couple of their albums back in the day. But, like, listening to Dream Theater always feels like I'm stuck in music theory class. It's just not fun to listen to. Like, you spend so much effort just, like, because I'm the kind of person that when I listen to music, I'm actually visualizing what they're doing on a fretboard in my head. Because I've been playing guitar since I was 12, you know, and I'm in my mid-30s now. And I used to play, because I was in, like, a really religious family, I wasn't really allowed to do a lot of stuff. And so I would just play guitar, like, 8 hours a day. And so, like, I can't listen to people play music without visualizing in my head what they're doing. And it's just exhausting listening to Dream Theater for that reason. It's probably a dysfunction with me more than them, but... they probably just got the wrong reference on it. Like, Dodge, it probably has a typo, would be my guess. So they probably, in the game files and in the programming, they have the damage type set up as, like, a certain integer type or something like that. And they probably just have a typo right there. And so it doesn't recognize it in, like, the function that it's referencing or something like that. And so it just calls it invalid. Nightwish would be too hard? Okay, so yeah, you're probably gonna go with Within Temptation or like Leaves Eyes or any of those bands. I mean, you could show him Baby Metal. Baby Metal is pretty soft while still being kind of like anime-ish hard rock. Bro, did you see dude, heavy metal fans are super elitist. Like, if you're not into heavy metal, you probably don't know this, but metalheads are probably the most elitist music listeners on Earth. And Rob Zombie basically went to bat for Baby Metal, who catches a lot of hate in the metal world. And talking about how there's some, like, the hardest workers in metal, and anybody that, like, disagrees with them can get fucked and, like, a bunch of other stuff. That was peak heavy metal genre. That was peak heavy metal genre drama right there. People were like, "I'm never listening to Rob Zombie again, fucking poser." Like, dude, who are fucking you to call Rob Zombie a poser? Relax. Relax and realize your own elitism, my guy. If Rob Zombie said it, he's been in the industry long enough. He's played with every major act in metal over the course of his career. I think he would know who the hard workers are. Like, it's just a statement, dudes. Chill. Chill. Just the sheer amount of salt mining that post did on Facebook made me laugh. Yeah, metal is big on gatekeeping. I do it sometimes too because I'm a thrash guy. And thrash dudes may be some of the most elitist in metal. Like, thrash and speed metal guys are super, super toxic. I fall victim to it sometimes too. It is what it is. Have I got my energy back for swifting or for smithing yet? Hey, what's up, Chris? How you doing? Welcome to the stream, man. It's good to see you. Oh, dude, I love thrash metal, but thrash metal definitely has an elitism problem. It shares it with black metal and some of the other, like, really hardcore parts of the metal genre. The least listenable metal, usually black metal. Black metal is, like, super black metal, and, like the Cannibal Corpse grindcore type pig squeal music is usually pretty unlistenable. Like, that's an entire chunk of metal that I just can't even listen to because it sounds like noise to me. Like, there's some black metal that tries to be more than, like, the sum of its parts. But that black metal usually gets dismissed as, like, not being real black metal. And so, like, it's just kind of one of those conversations. I don't even know what I'm smelting anymore. There's so many things to smelt. Yeah, like I always considered like Cradle of Filth and like Demi Borgir to be some of the more listenable black metal. But a lot of people don't even consider them black metal. And so it's like sometimes you can't even have a conversation with people in heavy metal because their definition of various things are so different from what your definition is that it's like, where do you even find a common ground to talk about the aesthetic of the music? Which in and of itself is a super pretentious conversation. Just like listen to what you like and don't listen to what you don't. Done. Conversation over. Is 1.3 a big improvement? I don't see a whole lot of difference. I would say it's a step back in a couple of ways. The economy seems a lot less merciful. And not being able to auto-resolve looters kind of sucks. But I'm not salty about it. Smokey, thank you for the 5 months. Appreciate that. And then Bayuka, I appreciate the sub, man. Welcome to the Nerdcast Elite and the Lavish Life of Luxury. Enjoy the emotes, and thank you for supporting the content. OC Hammer, thank you for the 400 biddies. It's also very cool. I like some black metal. I always dug Gorgoroth for whatever reason. Like I never like loved Gorgoroth, but for some reason there was something there for me with Gorgoroth that I always kind of liked in sort of like a lo-fi way with their older recordings. Behemoth has a couple of tracks that are really, really cool. It just kind of depends, I guess. Oh, Ox Hall is buying those for hella expensive. I'll take that up there for sure. Apparently hardwood is dirty expensive down here, so if you can find it like cheap anywhere else, you swing it down here and make a nice little profit. Yeah, Behemoth's drummer is pretty nutty too. I know a lot of people that listen to Behemoth just for their drummer, because that dude just gets wild on the Thunder Tubs. Probably one of the more underrated drummers just because of the genre of music that he chose to play, in all honesty. Yeah, Maiden is just heavy metal. Like, I would just call Maiden metal. Like, they were part of that first wave back in the 70s of bands that were taking what Black Sabbath was doing and really leaning into all the rectified guitars and everything to get that sound. Yeah, dude, that was an easy flip right there. Basically doubled our money. Nice. And I leveled up. Hell yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Should probably put something into writing. That'd probably be a decent idea. Need to find something two-handed that I can swing around and bash heads in with, too. I think the Sparthax might be our guy, unless we find a two-handed sword that works for us. Bastard swords used to be one-handed, two-handed back in Warband, but I guess they changed that. I guess we'll grab a Sparthax real fast. Oh, that's a new helmet. I've never seen that one before. What's it look like? Does it look goofy? I was gonna say it probably looks it looks pretty goofy. I don't even know what, like, that thing looks like the top of a fucking ring pop. That thing looks stupid. Am I going to bake a cake in my head? Yeah, exactly. Like, this helmet is from the time period before they realized that having solid, like, perpendicularities on your helmet was a really fucking bad idea. They hadn't figured that out yet during the time period that that helmet came out. if you want to know why having perpendicularities on your helmet is a bad idea, because it's at perpendicularities that surface area is maximized, which makes impacts really, really nasty. You, in general, want impacts to happen on areas where surface area is minimized, not maximized. We could probably buy some better armor, although we can more than likely just wait it out for a tournament to give us better stuff. That looks like a new armor right there, too. Yeah, I haven't seen that armor model before. That's pretty cool. It's got the rusty chainmail up underneath it. That's pretty sweet. Sometimes I just like going through this game and like model viewing and looking at the stuff that they've added. Yeah, friction and erosion and damage are maximized where surface area is the highest, which is why a helmet like that that's shaped like a goddamn square would be a really bad idea. It's just a really, really, really bad idea. And they hadn't quite figured it out yet. Like, they almost figured it out because it's rounded along the brow, but they still left that sharp edge along the crown. It's true. You can get some better covering for the old fingies. It's not much, but it's something. It ain't much, but it's honest. Man, I'm still only at 40 right now. That is monumentally depressing. I don't think we're going to get a chance to smith most of this stuff. I think our better bet is just to sell it all. I think we can smith once we have more leisure time. Did I sell the axe? Where was the Sparth axe at? There it is. Yeah, that'll work for right now. Like, once we've actually got a kingdom and we've got more leisure time, I feel like smithing is going to be more practical, but for right now, it's like, meh. Plus, we got paid almost $3 grand, so that's good. Smokey, thanks for the 5 months, man. Appreciate it. Leadfoot Parabard. That's a name right there. It's like the slow hand of his time. Yeah, I'm hoping they add armor smithing into the game. That's where I personally see smithing being really, really cool, is if you can make customized armor that has different tassets and like little satchels and things attached to it, so you could actually make armor out of constituent parts that doesn't exist in the game. You know, you could choose between the under padding, the over layer, and then the plated layer. With how underwhelming armor is in this game, I don't think it would be OP. I feel like armor in this game took a pretty significant nerf compared to Warband. Whereas, like, Warband, you could be strong enough with your armor to really not take damage from anything except for javelins. This game, I feel like armor is really actually just more a physical appearance than anything else. I don't feel like armor helps as much in this game as it did in Warband, for sure. Like, if you had a pair of banded mail in Warband, like, wasn't nothing getting through in a, like, on-foot melee fight. Whereas, like, I've had armor in this game, it's around about 35, 40 or so, and it still doesn't feel like it helps that much if you take a direct hit. Like, I definitely think, like, they walked back armor a little bit in Bannerlord compared to the previous game. Yeah, like, you'll get, like, a reduction, but it's definitely not as noticeable as it was in Bannerlord, for sure. Like, in Bannerlord, you got that realistic, like, invulnerability once you were totally kitted out. The only way anybody was going to kill you was by dragging you to the ground and shoving a knife through the eye cavity of your helmet. But I kind of liked the feeling in Warband of, like, working up to there, like, starting out being very fragile and getting to the point where you're basically, you know, a human tank. 'Cause that's how knights were back then. They were human tanks. Like, unless you drag them off the horse and get a knife up underneath that visor or whatever, you really weren't hurting them. Unless you had kind of like a bill hook or something. How often does the axe being better than the shields matter? Not as much as Warband. Once again. I think they tried to smooth this game out quite a bit compared to Warband. So like in Warband, if you were going up against somebody with an axe, your shield broke really fast. In this game, it breaks faster, but not fast enough to matter most of the time. They're going to run out of HP from the hits you're landing before their shield breaks, usually. Whereas in Warband, you had like maybe 5 swings before a two-handed axe broke even like the best shield in the game. Sparta, thank you for the 14, dude. Appreciate that. Oh, it's all good, dude. Yeah, just watch the VOD. It's all good. It'll still be up. I got to dip out a little early tonight, chat. I was going to do a long day on Bannerlord because I've been feeling in the mood to play Bannerlord again. But I got to go to the store, and so unfortunately I'm going to go wait in the ridiculous ration lines and shit. It's kind of like hit or miss. Like some days I go to the store and it feels like there's nobody there, and then other times I feel like the line runs like to the back of the store because everybody's like rushing it. So I'm going to stop off right here, but we'll be back tomorrow. Same cat time, same cat channel. If you enjoyed the stream, make sure you follow. Check out the Discord. That's where I notify everybody whenever I go live. And then other than that, I will see you all later. Thank you for being here, and that's all I got for you, okay?